Yes. So after publishing, what you have to do it is go to export. Under export, you have to go to PowerPoint. Under PowerPoint, we have an option called as embed live data. It will be embedded with the live data, and you can click on open with PowerPoint. So it will be opened in the PowerPoint presentation. It's taking some time, but it will get opened in PowerPoint presentation. So you should have the latest version of PowerPoint. But as I told, as a Daimler, you have one advantage here. You have one advantage straight away. Straight away, when you go to insert, under insert, you will be seeing there is an option available under insert. I don't know where it will be. It will be somewhere else on the middle. You have Power BI option available. In between somewhere else, when you go to insert, you have Power BI. You already published report will be coming here. If you are not published it, you will not see it here. So click on that insert Power BI. You will get all the slides, all the pages will be inserted here. I think you will be having it. Even I don't have that adding. You will be having it. As a Daimler, I think you should be having it. Go to insert and Power BI. That's all. After adding some you have it. Then you have to take your IT people permission to enable. Few people are able to do it. Even I don't know that this is an add-in which inbuilt you got it in Daimler. Even other companies doesn't have it. Yeah. Live data from your fine screen. The export as an image, you will get all the 4 files, but let just the image. Default value or the current value. Current value means if you have filtered something, the current value. Default value, what is the default one? But you will get it as a picture, no interaction, nothing. Just as a picture. You just get it as a picture. This take a picture, you can watch it. I think last session people are able to insert that slides. I don't know whether you are not able to do it. Take a permission from the IT. I think it's an add-in enabled in Daimler. Even it's not available in other companies also. Even I don't have that add-ins. It's working. Few people it is blocked. It's blocked. For you it's okay. Open a new file. File. Not a part of Microsoft, even I don't know that.
SharePoint it was open for all. SharePoint.
Inside Power BI phone, 5 page. It's coming for your earlier batch people. Few people is blocked. So take your IT support and try to unblock it. They activate fully, all the 4 pages will be there. I've seen it in the earlier batch. They are able to do it. Even I don't know this adding. This is not a part of it. So Microsoft adding secretary. All the four files will be included. Four files will be included. That's all be there. The 4 slides will be inside. அதான் ஆகல. You can see all the 3 pages. 3 pages you can add here. So you are not able to get it. You are able to get it. Next page. Insert page here. Insert Power BI. Okay. Sorry. One thing we'll see, then we will jump on to Power Query. So I have published this report. Since you have pro license, in app.powerbi.com, let me go to this workspace. We'll go to workspace. In workspace, so there is my workspace and there may be some other workspace also where you can create your own workspaces. You can create your own workspaces. You can assign your team people or some other into these workspaces also. After creating the workspace, you can publish the report. After creating the workspace, you can publish the report in the same workspace. So let us see how to do that. So I'll go to this workspace and I click on new workspace. Let us create a new workspace. Maybe I think I already have a workspace in the Daimler truck. So let me give some other name. Maybe I will give a name as DICV. Yes, the name is available for it. So or you can give your department name or your company name or anything. Maybe Daimler you should not give because already someone would have created it. Maybe I have said a DICV workspace. So I'm creating a workspace now. And what is the description of this workspace? That's your option. Domain, whether you want this workspace to be published online in website. If you have the link to website, you can do this. But I'm not going to give you any website here. And upload is your image. You would have noticed, if you open Power BI, you can see the Power BI icon will be there. If you open Google, the Google icon, YouTube means YouTube icon will be on the left-hand side. Similarly, when I open this workspace, I want some logo to be displayed. Your company logo or anything to be displayed, you can use this workspace image also. You can upload the workspace image, where on the left-hand side of your browser, your logo will be displayed like this. That's your wish. So let me create a workspace, DICV workspace. I click on apply. So we have created a workspace. We have created a workspace. The workspace name is DICV workspace. In this workspace, I want to assign my team people to this workspace. Either there can be a just viewer. Viewer means I can publish the report, they can see the report. Or someone can be a contributor. Contributor means they can share the report also. And someone you can make it as an administrator, equivalent to me, equivalent to us, you can make it as an administrator. So various types of access are available. So the workspace, go to that workspace. I already opened that workspace. We have created a workspace, then click on this workspace. On the right hand side, there is an option called as Manage Access. Manage Access. We have created a workspace. Create a workspace. We have given the name and we have saved it. After saving it, I am coming to that workspace. It automatically lands to the workspace. Now, Manage Access. Let us click on the Manage Access. When you click on Manage Access, it's asking us to add a people to this Manage Access. Click on Add, Manage Access. Click on Add People, and you can type your email ID, your team people or your colleagues' email ID. Only your Daimler email ID can be added here. You cannot add the external people email IDs here. External people cannot be a contributor, cannot be a member, cannot be an admin. So you can add only your company email ID here. If you type the first 2 or 3 letters, automatically it will show you the list. You can add your team people here itself. You can add some team people, your team people here, someone here, or you can add some other team peoples also here. Suppose I am adding some name here. I added some name. And how this person should be, whether this person should be a viewer. Viewer means when I publish the report, they can only see the report. They can see the report. or you can make him as an administrator. Administrator means they can create a member like this, all the access, whatever the access I have, they can delete the report, they can create a report. Member, they can publish the report, they can see the report. Contributor, they can contribute. Contribute means they can publish the report, they cannot see the report. The viewer is only seeing, contributor is only publishing, member is both publish as well as they can view the report. Admin is all the rights. Even they have access of creating your own members, contributor, they can create, they have rights equivalent to us. You decide. For example, I will make this person as a member. Add or contributor. I have added it. That's it. So when that person is opening the Power BI, when that person is opening a Power BI, assume that person is opening a Power BI now, Power BI desktop, and go to publish, that workspace will be automatically listed here. What's the workspace we have created? Yes, just now I created this workspace. You can see it's available here. So if you publish this report, it will be available on this workspace. You can view the report. Overall, you are given the permission, they can view the report here. So you can create your own workspace within your team, and you can give access to your team people also. You can try one here. Maybe within your team, you can create access to your team and ask them to publish it and see whether that report is available in this workspace. After this, if they are publishing it, you can go to online and you can go to that workspace. I'll go to the DACV workspace, and your workspace and the published report will come here. You can try one or two. You can try within your team also here. So just give access to any one of them and ask them to publish it and try whether it's working or not. They have to send a mail or something. It will not be or automate. There's a tool called admin. You are an admin. As a member, you can. You have admin rights, you can take. Members, you go there, you are not able to view, then you are not able to contribute, then you are just a viewer. If you are not able, it will not be available on the list itself. Contributor, you are just a viewer. When you publish that workspace, you will not be contributor. Not be a contributor. Try to create one workspace and assign a people just to 1 or 2 minutes. Try that. You can assign your team people into that workspace. You have added something. How report number is? Even for you, you will not report. Power BI போயிட்டு publish பண்ற இந்த name வருதான் பாருங்க. Not my workspace. The workspace which you create. Workspace publish. My workspace is a common workspace created. Amazon.
இதுதான் சார் மை ஸ்பேஸ் அதுதான் போய் இல்ல சார் நான் இப்போ ஆட் பண்றேன் சார் அவங்க
How you are going to make her viewer? She can do everything. I want to call you. What is the name you are going to publish? So she has published. Repeat and give the report. Should be here in the same workspace. Publishing in the same workspace. Publish inside the workspace. She goes to the workspace, she can see this. இந்த workspace அது இந்த workspace நீங்க அவங்க permission கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா அது போகும்.
உங்களுக்கு டீம் காமிச்சிருப்பாங்க நேம். அதே
Okay. Please explore this in depth later also. We have to finish Power Query now. So we have seen, and one more small tip is which I forgot. So after publishing this report, some person is not a viewer, they are not a contributor, even they are not the part of the workspace. I want to share this file to someone else. I want to share this report. For example, we have published a report. This report, I want to share it to others, but I don't want to make them as a contributor or viewer. They are not part of our workspace, but still I want to share the report to someone else. They can see the report. So what I can do is go to File. Under File, you have an option called as Embed Report. Go to File, Embed Report. Under Embed Report, you can see there will be an option called as Website or Portal. Website or Portal. Someone can open who doesn't have Power BI software also. Even they don't have the Power BI software. They are not part of our workspace. But still you can share this file. And this would have been deactivated as per your Daimler policy. I think this would have been deactivated. Publish to web public. Public means even I can see the report, but that would have been deactivated. You will not have that access to publish it to common workspace, common people. So you can publish it within your team people, website and portal. So when I go to the embed website and portal, you will have this link. This link, you can share it to someone within your team, within the Daimler team. You can share it to anyone within your Daimler team. You cannot share it to the other common public. Common public, you cannot share this link. So you can share it to anyone. Without Power BI software also, they can open this. Without Power BI software, it opens like a website. So if I copy this and I go to Control C, let me go to the web browser. So I'll go to the web browser and I can open it here. Chrome or some other browser. If you go to the web browser and you can straight away open the link, it opened as a website. It will be opened as a normal website. So without Power BI software also you can open this. You can see I'm opening it in some other browser here. But as I told, it will be opened only with your team. Within Daimler, you cannot send it to the common public. It's taking some time, but it will open. Or this one is, as I told, File, Embed Report, Public. Anyone in the world can open it as a website. But unfortunately, as I told, this Embed is a public website. So anyone in the world can open it. Unfortunately, as I told, it may not be available. It would have been protected. The same link. I can go to web browser. So it will open like a website. Like a website, anyone in the world can open this. Anyone in the world can open it. Yes. That's all. You can see it like a website. No other options will be there. It opens on the full screen like a website here. So, unfortunately, this you cannot do it. The first one you can do this. Go to export, go to file, under file, embed the website or portal. Within your company website, within your company portal, not to the other people. Who is not part of your workspace. Who is not part of your workspace. Okay. Any other challenges, questions, queries, or we will jump on to our next topic. If the new data is added, right question, but I think I didn't explain that. I should have. I forgot actually. So if you have added a new data, no need to republish it again. If you're adding a data, just as the data is added, go to that file. There will be two options. I told you that I will explain it. There is two files. One is your report. Second one is your semantic model. Whenever the data is added to your source, what we can do is come to the semantic model. There will be an option called as refresh. There is an option called as refresh. Whenever there is a data added, you can come here and refresh it. Method number one. Method number two. Of course, Method number 2, you have to get some permission from your IT. They have to install something called as Power BI Gateway, because it has to access your source data. Power BI Gateway. Power BI Gateway has to be installed. If it is installed, then there is an option available called as scheduled refresh. Scheduled refresh. This one is which we can do it straight away. Come here and click on the refresh button. So whenever the source is added, if you click on scheduled refresh, you can schedule your refresh every day morning 8 o'clock. There is refresh. Every day morning 8 o'clock it has to be refreshed. Daily morning 8 o'clock, or every 2 hours once, every 1 hour once it has to be refreshed. So for this to be activated, it's not activated, it would have been deactivated. If it has to be activated, then you have to get that software or app called as Power BI Gateway, which has to be installed, and they have to give a link to your source. It has to be linked to your source. You have to IT team, because they have to install that Power BI Gateway. So if you have got the Power BI Gateway, then you have this option. Based on the license, if you have pro license, every day you can have 8 refreshes. Premium license, you have more than 16 or 20 refreshes. Pro license, every day you can have 8 refresh. 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. For this, gateway has to be installed. Manual refresh, I told you already. You can go back and select the source, and there is a refresh button on the semantic model. You can click on refresh. But to answer this question, when we need to publish it again is whenever you add a new report. Suppose that Power BI report, I am adding a new report now. I am adding a new data, or I am adding a new page. When I add a new page, when I add a new report in this file, then it has to be republished again. Otherwise, it's not required to go publish it again. So if the data is updated, you have to go there and refresh or schedule refresh. Suppose this report, I am adding a new page now. One more new report has to be created. I am doing some new option here. Then it has to be republished again. Otherwise, no need to republish it. Suppose I am adding a new report or new page, then it has to be published. Okay? Chart type also you have to republish it. Whenever you modify something, whenever you add something, it has to be republished. Chart type, even if just I am doing a formatting, I am changing the color, you have to republish it. Sorry. Okay. Any other questions, doubts, queries before jumping on to today's concept? Before 12:30, we have another 3 hours. Before that, we have to finish the entire Power Query. Afternoon, we have to concentrate fully on Power BIs. So many visuals has to be created. As of now, we have explored only 3 visuals: card, pie chart, and column chart. So many other visuals has to be explored. Drill through concept, what if analysis, forecasting, target fixing, table. Very importantly, you have to see about table, matrix. Table is also a part of visual, right? Everything you cannot display as a chart. Something you have to display in a table format also. Something you have to display it in a pivot table format also. How to create it in Power BI. Now let us jump on to the next one. Let us take the exercise number 02. Warehouse sales. There is a file available 02 warehouse sales. Assume we have warehouse in 4 different states, cities: Chennai, Bangalore, Delhi, and Pune. So in Chennai, when I go to the Chennai, we have some columns available here: SKU code, warehouse and depot, and SKU date and dealer name, product variant, unit sold, MRP, and net sales. There is a column available in this table, in the sheet. And I'll go to the next sheet in Bangalore. Bangalore also we have same kind of column, but there is a small challenge between Chennai sheet and Bangalore. Could you tell me what is the challenge here?
Discount is there.
There is an extra column called as discount. Very good. And I go to the sheet called as Delhi. Here I face one more challenge here. What is the challenge here?
Unit sold.
Unit sold is there.
But
Column has interchange. Discount is available in the last column, but here the discount is available in middle somewhere else. When I go to Pune, you can see the warehouse itself, the column name is changed. Earlier, the warehouse is in the column number B. In Pune, the column is available in column number A. Now we have to combine all the 4 sheets and we have to make a report. Most of the data are identical. Most of the columns are identical. Some columns have interchanged. Some new columns was there. No worries. We have to combine all the 4 sheets and we have to make it as a different sheet. Assume this data will accumulate every month. I don't know, this data is available till September or May or some other. So now I am adding the August month, I am adding the September, October. So when I add it also, it has to be updated automatically. First of all, forget about Power BI or Power Query. Could you tell me how can I consolidate all the 4 sheets normally? Normally, how do we consolidate all the 4 sheets and make it as one sheet? How can I do this normally? Forget about Power BIs and queries. Assume I'm using only Excel. How can I do this? We have to copy and paste. First we have to arrange the columns, then you have to copy and paste. And the challenge is every month we have to do this because every month the data will accumulate. Every month copy paste, copy paste. Instead, let us see how to do this in Power Query. And as I told you, have to do it only once in your lifetime. Let me do this first. Let us import this data to Power BI again. As I indicated many times, any questions, doubts, queries, stop me, ask me there itself. Now we are dealing with identical data. Next we are going to deal with non-identical data also. So let me open Power BI. I opened this Power BI desktop. I already know that I am going to get the data from Excel workbook. So what we can do now? I want to get it from Excel workbook straight away. So we can go to Excel workbook here. There is an option available called as Excel workbook. Or open a blank report and go to get data also. That's another method. But I know that I am going to get it from Excel workbook. So let me click on Excel workbook now. I click on Excel workbook and select that warehouse sales. I'm selecting that warehouse sales file. Say open. It goes to the navigator screen again, which we did yesterday. Same time, I think yesterday we did this navigator screen. And there are 4 sheets available. Could you tell me how can I select all the 4 sheets? What's the easiest method to select all the 4 sheets? Here we have 4. So very simple. You can go to the left and 4 times you can make a check mark. Suppose assume I have 20 sheets. I cannot make a check mark for all the 20 sheets. So the easiest method is don't go to the left hand side corner. Don't do that. Don't go to the left hand side corner of the checkbox. Come somewhere else on the middle. You have to come somewhere else on the middle. Click on Bangalore. Click on Bangalore. Hold the shift key. Select last one. Pune. So that all the 4 sheets will get selected. I repeat it. Don't do this on the left hand side corner. What will happen is, suppose, assume that I am going to do this on the left hand side. I click here and I hold the shift key and I select Pune. It's not selecting properly. You can see the Pune was removed here. It's selecting only the first 3 sheets. So it's better. Don't go to the left hand side corner. Go somewhere else on the center or right hand side. Select Bangalore. Hold the control key. Select the last sheet. So 4 is easier. Suppose I have 20, 30 sheets. This is the easiest method. First and last. That's it. Now what could be my next step? Transform data. Click on transform data. It loads to my Power Query. It's going to my Power Query. Check the 3 things once again. Check the 3 things once again. What are all the 3 things is? First thing you have to check whether all are greens. Heading is correct. Data type is correct. Let me check with Bangalore. I think headings are all green. And the data is correct. And columns are correct. And the data type is also perfect. Chennai. It's better to check that. I'm selecting it. When we are doing it for the first time, please do select this. Check this. Delhi. Yes. Perfect. All the 4 sheets are perfectly correct. All the 4 sheets. It's fine now. Yes. Okay. There are two options for doing it. I will explain both the option. You tell me which one is better. I selected all the 4 sheets. I recommend whenever you do something, try it on the new file, because Power BI is very heavy software. It will not handle 2 files at a time. So not like Excel. Excel at a time you can open 10 files also, no problem. But Power BI, try to open 1 file at a time. Don't open multiple files. It may slow down your system process also. So now I will explain 2 things. You tell me which one is better. So let me place the cursor on any one of the city. I place the cursor on any one of the city. Go to the home tab. Go to the home tab. Under home tab, you can see at the last combine. Under combine, there are 3 options available. Merge query, append query, combine. Combine is, of course, it's graded out. So let us see how to use this combine files. It's graded out. We'll see that. Now let us go to, I will explain one by one. First I will go to the append query. In append query, we have 2 options. Option number 1, append query. What this append query will do is, my cursor is in Bangalore now. My cursor is in Bangalore. If I append the query, what will happen is, below Bangalore, the Chennai data would have been added. Below Chennai, the Delhi would have been added. Below Delhi, Pune would have been added. This is what will happen when I select the append query. But if I am going to select append query as new, a new table will be created. Under the new table, Bangalore, then Chennai, then Delhi, then Pune will get added. When I select the append query as new, tell me which is better. Append query as new. Why? Because this, if I append it in the same sheet, suppose my data is in Bangalore. If I append all the 3 in Bangalore, I don't know which is my source data, which is my master data. So better what you said is correct. Append query as new. Append query as new. I think append query, 99% people will never use it. It's an old concept, but still it's available. It's a very old concept. In olden days, we have to create a separate sheet and we have to append everything in a separate sheet in olden days. Now it's not required. It will automatically create it. So let us go. What you said is correct. Let us go to append query as a new. It's a wizard. It's very simple. It's straightforward. I think you can help me here how to do this. Append query as new. Already you would have noticed there is an option available here. So what is the option to be selected here? 2 tables, 3 or more tables. 3 or more tables. Already Bangalore was added here. So let me select Chennai. Hold the shift key and select the last city. Instead of, suppose I have 20 cities, I cannot select everything one by one. Select the shift key and select the last one. And add it again. Add it. Yes. Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Pune. All the 4 table has been appended, added to a particular table. And assume that knowingly, unknowingly, I have added this Bangalore. Knowingly, unknowingly, I added, already the Bangalore is added. Once again, I'm adding it. Will it throw an error? No, not at all. It's added. So 2 times it would have got added here. So what we can do is scroll down. There is an option available. Click on Bangalore. You can see there is an option. Remove this. Unknowingly you added, you can remove this. Or you can rearrange it also. Suppose I want Delhi to come on the top. select Delhi and you can see up arrow, move up and move down. You can move it upwards and move downwards. Will it make any difference on the reporting? Not at all. Just it will be in order. It doesn't make any changes on your reports. Just for our convenience, I am putting the Delhi on the top, Chennai on the bottom. That's your wish. So you can move this upwards and downwards also. It doesn't make any changes on your reports. That's all. Simply say OK here. Yes. Now a new sheet was created where all the 4 table has been appended into one table here. How do I check that whether it's appended or not? So let me go to this appended sheet and let me go to this column called as warehouse, because in the warehouse is the column where we have all the 4 cities displayed. So let me click on the, you can manually scroll down and check it also. After Bangalore you will get Chennai, after Chennai you will get Delhi, after Delhi you will get Pune. That's one method. If the data is smaller, if the data is too large, I cannot scroll down and check it. So go to filter button here and check whether all the 4 cities are available. Yes. I can see Bangalore, I can see Chennai, I can see Delhi. All the 4 sheet has been appended into one sheet. But still it's not over. We have to do some other step. Don't load it, please wait. Don't load it, please wait. Before loading, we have to do some activity. It will align as per your first sheet. Based on the first sheet hierarchy, it will arrange all the other 4 sheets. If it is an extra column, that extra column would have been created at the last. In Bangalore, I think we didn't have Bangalore or Chennai. We didn't have this column. Chennai, I think we didn't have the column, so that will be at the last. Wherever the Chennai is there, it will be null. We have to replace it with some value. We know how to replace it. Before that, replacing, as I told, there is a gray. Because in Chennai, we don't have the discount. It's empty, that was null. But before that, tell me, knowingly, unknowingly, I didn't add a city. I forgot to add a city here. Or now I want to add a city. I want to remove it. Could you tell me how can I do this now? Sir? How can I do this now? Now I want to add extra. I forgot to add one city. Or I don't want one city warehouse. It has to be removed from my append. How can I do this now? Very good. When I select the append, on the right hand side, there is an applied steps. On the applied step, click on the source here, settings. You can modify your last settings. That's the power of using this applied steps. Anytime you can come here, you can add a new or you can delete the existing values also. Right. Yes. Come again?
Checking for the errors and
After appending also, please check. Chennai, suppose heading is not correct, heading is not promoted in Chennai. So you will not get. There heading is different, here it is different. Data type is different. Here there may be a date column, there date column is in a text format. Here the date column is in a date format. So you will not get appended. You see, after appending also, then add the data. Please check it. Okay. Now before loading, let me give some meaningful name for this appended sheet. How do we give some meaningful name? Right click on that appended sheet and rename it. Right click and I'll give rename for it. Maybe I'll say all warehouse sales. So I'm just giving some meaningful name. It's having all the warehouse sales data here. So all the 4 warehouse has been appended. And before loading, 2 things has to be done. Once again, as he has rightly indicated, we have checked with all the 4 sheets. After appending also, come here and check this sheet also. So I think discount is gray. The reason of discount is gray is the Chennai doesn't have the discount value. That's why it's gray. So it is null there. We have to replace it with it. Right click on the discount column and go to replace values. And it has to be replaced. All the null has to be replaced with 0. please use 0 here, because since this column data format is number, you cannot replace it with the text, which is impossible. It will throw an error. Number means it has to be replaced with the number only. Text means it has to be replaced with the text. You cannot replace a number here inside a text data type. So it has to be replaced with 0. Right click on the discount column, replace values. I hope we did this yesterday also. Or one more option is go to home tab. Under home tab also you can see that replace values. Both are same. But before that you should have selected the column. Don't just place the cursor on it. You have to select that column. Suppose I have 3 columns, null means you can select all the 3 columns and replace it also. All the 3. Suppose I have the null in MRP, I have the null in net values, I have the null in discount. All the null has to be replaced with 0 means select all the 3 columns and do it. That also can be done. But here I have it in only one column. So right click on that column, discount column. I'll make a right click on that column. Go to replace values, null. All the null has to be replaced with 0. Now the challenge is, we should not load all the 5 sheets. Could you tell me which is the table? I have 5 tables: Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Pune, and this all sales. So could you tell me based on which sheet we are going to create a report now? All the values. So this 4 sheets is not required for us. It means you cannot delete it, because it's linked. From here only it's linked here. So you cannot delete that sheet also. You cannot delete it. But don't load these 4 files. Why to unnecessarily load these 4 files? First reason unnecessarily loading is it may increase your file size, decrease your system speed. Second thing is you will have 5 tables on your Power BI. And even you will get confused which is our original data based on what we are going to create a report. So better to load only that 5th sheet. Don't load other 4 sheets. How can I disable the loading for other 4 sheets? As of now, no other option. I have already written it to Microsoft to do this, but I don't know when they will be doing it. Each and every sheet you have to do this. No other go. Because here we have 4 sheets. Okay, suppose if we have 20 sheets, you have to do it 20 times. No other go. As of now, you have to do it 20 times. What we have to do it is right click on the table or right click on the sheet. There is a checkbox called as enable load. Remove the checkbox. Uncheck it. Enable load, uncheck it is equivalent to disabling the load. So I'm not loading it. I don't want to load this. The data will be there, but it will not be loaded to Power BI. So enable load. Uncheck that enable load. You can see the text will turn into a slanting here. Italics. It turns into italics. That italics says that this data will not be loaded. Chennai, right click, enable load. If you already loaded into Power BI, it will show some warning message. You already loaded. Do you want to do it? But we didn't load it. This is the first time we are going to load it. So before loading it, right click, disable, enable load. Uncheck it. Pune, right click, disable load. So all the 4, at least one table has to be enabled. I think all the warehouse sales has been enabled now. All the other 4 cities, Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Pune, we have disabled it. Let us see what's happening now. Close and apply. Click on close and apply. Even though it will show you here, all the 5 sheets, it will show you on the screen. But you can see loading will happen only with the all warehouse sales. It shows all the table here. It shows all the table, Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi and Pune. But only one table, that is all warehouse sales would have been loaded. You can see on the right hand side after loading, on the data, you can see only this is loaded here. Yes. You can see on the right hand side, only this is loaded. You can remove the unwanted columns, you can remove the unwanted rows. Sometimes you can remove the unwanted tables also. Unwanted tables. Why we are not going to use the tables in our reporting. Why to load it and increases the file size? Why to get confused? Because here we will get 5 sheets. Bangalore, Chennai, all the 5 sheets will be available. Just unknowingly I would have created a report on this. It may give you the wrong output. So better to drag only the wanted columns. Okay. Let me check whether my report is working fine. Let me check. For a checking purpose, I want to create a small report. Maybe let us create a pie chart. Because we know we are aware of pie chart and column chart. I create a pie chart. And all the warehouses are in different columns, right? All the warehouses are in different sheets. Chennai, Bangalore, Delhi. So let us drag the warehouse into legend area. Because I want to know whether all the warehouses are coming here. Drag the warehouse into the legend area. Maybe the net sales. Net sales, I will bring it to value area. Yes. So all the 4 are available now. Delhi, Chennai, Pune, Mumbai, Bangalore. Working fine. All the 4 sheet has been appended into a new sheet, new table. So you have to just add the data here and get refreshed. Just a sample, I have created a report and checked whether it's working or not. Done. Next we will explore about files. Right. Let me save this file now. For my future reference, I will save the file. After the training session, I will share the file which I have worked with you also. After this, all the files which we are working today or yesterday, I will share the file later for your reference. Browse this device and I will give some name, maybe the same name. 02 warehouse sales. That's the name I am giving it here. The same name of my Excel file, I have given the same name here. So we have seen how to consolidate multiple sheets. Identical. If it is identical, non-identical, we'll see it in another few minutes. Now, as I recommended already, don't open multiple Power BI at a time. Try to open only one Power BI. Power BI is a heavy software as of now. Compared to 10 years before, now it has become very faster. Maybe gradually in another 1 or 2 years, it will become very lighter like Excel. As of now, it's heavy. Little bit, it will occupy some space on your RAM. So better not open multiple Power BI at a time. Better. So I am closing this Power BI. You have to close the entire, no control W here. As I told, it's a heavier software, it will open into a separate window only. Maybe it will happen in near future. Earlier Excel was like that. You had to close the entire application. Now they made it as control W, you can close a particular file. But now Power BI, if you close the entire file, the entire application will get closed as of now. That's why I told it's heavier now. Let us see, they will make it as lighter sooner. Right. Now, there is a folder available. 03 orders. There is a folder. 03 orders. When you go to that folder, I open that folder where I can see 4 files are there. Orders 2021, orders 2022, orders 2023, 24. Assume this file, I am downloading this file every year. Or sometimes you may download the file every month, every day, every week. Let me check one or two files. It's a CSV file. Remember, it's a CSV. It's not an Excel file. It's a CSV file. Most of the file, downloaded file will be in a CSV format. Reason why they are giving it in a CSV format is CSV can be opened in any software. It's not required it should have Excel for opening it. You can open the CSV in the notepad also. You can open the CSV in the Word also. Any software you can open it. That's the reason most of your data can be loaded into CSV. And CSV doesn't have a limitation. Even you can have 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 30 lakh rows. Excel has some limitation. We can load only a maximum of 10 lakh rows. So here, that's why some people, most of those people will download the data as CSV. So let me check this. Order 2021. It's a CSV file. I'm opening it in Excel. Or right click, you can open it in the notepad also, your wish. So there is a column called as order ID, region, order date and order amount. This is a column available in the sheet file number 1. And I'll go to the second file, maybe order 2022. Here also you can see the same kind of data is available. Order ID, region, order date and order amount. Fine. So identical data, but this identical data is available in different files. And next challenge is, tomorrow I may add a new file also here. Assume this data every day I'm downloading. Yesterday I would have downloaded the file and kept it in the folder. Today or tomorrow, every day I will download some data. So even though I download the data every day, it has to be automatically updated on my source. So let us see how to do this. So first let us see how to combine all the 4 files and make it as one file. Believe me or not, maybe in your company, maybe around 12 or 13 years before, we sat together, we discussed for 3 months. And I did a coding, VBA coding for 2 months. So it took 5 months to do this. But now we are going to do it within 2 minutes. The same process. Because 12 years before there is no Power Queries and Power BI. Now you can do it very easily. Let us see how to do this. Open a Power BI now. You help me here. It's not an Excel file. It's not an Excel file. It's a CSV file. So tell me, let me open a blank Excel file. I cannot use Excel file. You can get it from other source also. But let me open a blank report. Now tell me what option to be selected. Since it's not an Excel file. From yesterday we are dealing with only Excel. It's not an Excel file. So what is the option I have to select here? Get data. Then text CSV. If I select text CSV, what will happen is, if I go to that particular folder, at a time you can select only one file. If you are trying to use the control key or shift key also, I'm not able to do it. Even I'm dragging like this, I'm not able to do it. At a time you can select only one file. That's a problem here. I cannot select 4 times 4 files. But suppose tomorrow I'm downloading a file, once again I have to add the file here, which is very complicated. So instead, what he said is correct. Go to get data. More. Under more, you have to go for folder. Very good. So we have to select this folder because it's residing in a particular folder. Whatever the files added into the folder, I want to combine it. But still there is one more steps to be done. Folder, connect. So click on connect. It's asking where is that folder path. You know there are 2 methods to get the folder path here. 2 methods. Method number 1. If you are already residing in that path, I'm already there in that path. I'm already residing in that path. So what I can do? Go to this address bar here. There is an address bar. Click on the address bar. Copy that path. Copy the path and paste it into Power BI path. This is method 1. Method 1. If you are already in that path, select the path, copy and paste. Second method, of course, everyone knows this. Browse and select the path. Whichever is convenient. That's your wish. Either go to the path, copy the path and paste it here. Copy the path from the address bar, paste it here. Or browse and select the path. Whichever is easier. Whichever is convenient. So both are same. Both are same. I already have the path here. Okay. So I copied the path and I said okay here. Once again it goes to the navigator. There are 4 options available now. Combine, load, transform data, cancel. Which we prefer normally? Verb. Transform data. I recommend always go with the transform data. Why? Can I combine it straight away? All are identical, so Power Query will take care of it. Why are you going to transform data? There may be some problem. There may be some error. Or I have assumed that in this folder, fortunately, I have only 4 files. Suppose in the same folder, I am having the Excel file. I am having a PDF file. I am having some other text file. I don't want this file. I want to combine only this file. Means these are all the things which we can do it in Power Query. You cannot straight away do it. Combine means it will combine all the file. So better let us choose it. Go to transform data. I always recommend follow that hierarchy. Always get transform. I recommend it. Transform. Now, all the files available here in this folder is displayed. As I indicated, fortunately we have CSV file. All are CSV. Assume knowingly, unknowingly, we have some extra files in the same folder. Text file, Excel file, or a PDF file. So what I can do is, you can go to the extension here. There is an arrow mark in this extension and you can filter it. Suppose I don't want the text files. I can uncheck the text files. Or I don't want the PDF. You can uncheck it and I can check only the CSV files. So if you want something, you can check and uncheck it also. But I believe I want all the 4 files now. Go to the Home tab. Go to Home tab. Under Home tab, there is an option called as Combine Files. But unfortunately, in my system, the combine file is graded out. It's deactivated. Why it's graded out and deactivated is, my cursor is not placed in this content area. If my cursor is somewhere else in this content area, then this would have been activated. So you should have placed the cursor somewhere else in the content area. And one small warning is, don't go to this binary area. You will get the hand symbol. Don't make a click here. Extra step would have been added. Actually, you have to undo all the steps. So please be careful. Don't click on it. Don't click on it. You say don't click on it, people tend to click. So don't do that. Please don't do that. Human habit. So don't do that. If you do that, you will get some extra step. You have to undo all the steps. So please be careful. So place the cursor somewhere else on the top. Method 1. But if you feel this is complicated, I will unknowingly make a click. Is there any other method? Yes. Same double arrow. You can see for combining, what is a logo or what is an icon for that combine file is the 2 double arrows is there. If you find this 2 double arrows somewhere else, you can use that. Where is available, as you can see, the same 2 double arrow is available here. Same thing. So either you can click on this or you can click on this. Both are same. Both are same. So let me click on this double arrow now. Or combine. So I click on the double arrow. So it shows the preview. It's evaluating and it is showing the preview of that file. It will show you how the first file will look like. You can check your first file or you can click here and you can check all the files. Preview here. How the files are available. You can check the files if you want. The last one is don't select this. Please do not select it. Skip with the error. That means if you have file, suppose assume this third file is having some error. It will not load the file. It will skip it. But load it. If there is an error, show me the error. We'll solve it. That's the reason we have this power query, right? If there is an error, show me the gray. If there is a problem, show me the red. We will decide whether we will delete that or we will replace it with some other. So we can decide. So better not to select it. Not to select that skip with errors. That's it. Very simple. Say okay. Yes, it will do some steps. And you can see all the 4 files would have been combined into one file. You can scroll down and you can check all the 4 files are combined. If you feel the table is too large, I'm not able to scroll down and check. What's the another method to check it is source name. When I click on the source name here, on the filter of the source name, you can notice I can see only 2 files here. 2021, 2022. Why? Because this by default it shows only 1000 rows. But I want to see the entire data, no other go. You have to click here, load more. Because you may have lakhs and millions of rows. Every time it will load the lakhs and rows, it will slow down your system process. So whenever you require, you have to click on load more and check. Yes. 21, 22, 23, 24. All the 4 files was combined into one file. Okay, let me check one more process is there. We'll see one more process. This is only for column proofing, to check the column proofing. That is to check whether the green or gray is available. For that we can use it. But here you have to load more every time. Illness system slower. You have 20 lakhs rows. Every time 20 lakh rows is loaded, it will slow down your process. If you require, load it and see it. Okay. Now let us load this to Power BI. Close and apply. I closed and applied this to Power BI. Let us create one report and check, and let us create one more very powerful feature here. I'm loading this to Power BI. It's getting loaded. It's getting loaded now. On the right hand side, that column name, there is one extra column called as source name. Better to have that column to identify from where this source is, from where this file is coming here. So let me create a small report and check. Just for a checking, I want to create a report. Let us go with the column chart itself. Clustered column chart. I think years are in different files, right? 21, 22, 23, 24. Years are available in different files. So let us bring the order date for checking. I will bring the order date to x-axis, date-wise, and order amount into y-axis. Order date we are bringing into x-axis, order amount we are bringing into y-axis. Okay. So all the 4 years are available here. You can see all the 4 years. 21, 22, 23, 24. Now the real benefit of this is, a real advantage, a real power of this Power BI or Power Query is same folder. I'll go to the same folder. Already we have 4 files, 21, 22, 23, 24. Assume I am downloading a file today. Assume I have downloaded a file today, maybe this year data, 2025 data. I have downloaded the 2025 data now or today. Wantedly, I have downloaded and I kept that file in a main folder. When you go to that main folder, there is a separate file available, orders 2025. Assume this file, just think that this file we have downloaded only today. This file, order 2025, cut it or copy it, your wish, cut or copy. Go to that same folder where all the 4 files are residing. Go to the same folder and paste it here. So I'm downloading a file and I'm pasting the same file into that folder. Now let me go to Power BI. What has to be done now? Refresh. I click on refresh. We got it. Here 25 is available now. So download the data, put the data into that folder. That's all we have to do and refresh it. So data will get updated automatically. That's the power of this. Yeah. According to me, combining file is much easier than combining the sheets. Correct? Just put the data, refresh it. Sheet at least you have to append one by one. But here, just add that file to that particular folder and refresh it. It gets updated automatically. So from now you have to just put the data into that folder. That's all. It will show an error. You have to go to Power Query. It will show error here. When refresh it, it will throw an error. But if you already solved that error in Power Query, if there is an error, replace the error, remove the error. The new error, you have to go there and solve. When you drag year date, year, quarter, month.
But we are using the new, we have created a new report. In that only.
Well, you add a date column. By default, the date will have a drill down. Year, quarter, month, and date. If a date column is dragged into any report, it will create a hierarchy.
How to activate on here?
Why you don't want? You want only years. Or bring you only the years instead of bringing the date. You expand the order date and bring only the years. Of dragging the entire order.
Automatically the date,
By default, the drill down hierarchy is already built. I don't know it. When you create a pivot table in Excel latest version, it automatically creates a year-wise, month-wise, quarter-wise report. Same way. Automatically creates.
Yeah, the format is CSV, but the file name will be same product. What if the file name is different?
File name is okay. File name, you can rename the file also.
Only the format is
Data should be. All headings and data should be. File name for our understanding we are giving a file name. 1, 2, 3 would achieve. It's your wish. Okay. Today we will break at 10:15 itself because when you go at 10:30, they are coming at 10:30 also. So before that, I want you to try. I told them we are going to morning itself. In fact, we are going to break at 10:15. Let us see what is happening. I don't know. Okay, I have given a name for it. 03 order master, because don't give orders because there is a folder called as order itself, so I cannot give a name of a folder. So before the break we have another 5 or 10 minutes. So what I want you to try is, let me close this. I am closing this file. Now I'll open that same folder where there are some text files. You can see there are some text files. August 2024, December 2024, November 2020. In my system, I have some this themes JSON file. I think that's not required. Yesterday we have created the themes. Now I want you to consolidate August, December, November, October, and September. All this file, I want to consolidate and make it as one file. But the challenge is without creating a folder. I want you to try. Consolidate all these text files into one file. This is not required. All the text file has to be consolidated into one file without creating a folder. Let us reside in the same folder. Let it be in the same folder where it is. But I want you to consolidate all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 files and make it as one. Can you try? 2 minutes. If you are not able to get it, no worries, I will help you. First try. Try and fail rather than failing to try. Right. I think I already given a clue for this. For this, I have given a clue already. The last session, I have given a clue for this. All are text files. Just a try. Correct. Keep the text file. Perfect. In Power Query. What he said is correct. Suppose I am adding the January text file. Then what will happen? நீங்க ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்கா ஃபைல சொல்லுங்க. நாளைக்கு இப்போ நம்ம புதுசா ஒரு இதே ஜனவரிக்கு ஒரு டெக்ஸ்ட் ஃபைல் ஆட் பண்ணுவோம். ஆட் ஆகும். நாளைக்கு அதுவும் டெக்ஸ்ட் ஃபைல் இப்போ ஆட் ஆகிடும். சேயிங் ஃபார் த ஃபியூச்சர். Folder. You have to select folder. Don't select the extensions. As he has told in the Power Query, filter the way you have to the other files except it. Text sir. Email எந்த text போடலாம்? January, February, March, over side of extension. I will explain that. Yes. I hope most of you did this, but still I will do it here. Let me explain the concept. I think it's very simple. Go to Power BI desktop. Once again, you have to go with folder. Don't select text files because every day I may add some text files. Let us go to blank report. And as usual, we'll go to the get data. It's taking some time. Empty report, it's taking. Get data. Under get data, you have to go to more. Under more, we have to select that folder. Don't select the text files. You have to select folder where all the files will be displayed. There we can filter it. There we can get filtered. Yes, folder. Continue. Connect. Sorry, connect. And if you know the path, you can use the path. If you don't know the path, browse and select the path. Let me browse it and I select the path. So I select the main path where all the files are available. Main path. I didn't create a folder. I'm selecting the main path. Say OK. OK. It will list out all the files. You will have text file, you have CSV file, you have Excel file, you have PBIX file. All the files available in this folder which is displayed here. Go to transform data again. Let us go to the transform data. So all the files will be displayed. Don't filter your files. Filter the extension. So don't filter that files. If you filter that files, tomorrow I'm adding January, February, March. It will not get updated. So filter the extension. Even I showed these tips in the last session also. So go to the extension. Uncheck other things except text because text has to be filtered. I want only the text file should be combined. So I select txt. Okay. So all the text file. Suppose if you add January also, that's also a text file. It will be get added here. February, March, April, whenever I add thing, it will get updated automatically. So let us go to this double arrow again. This double arrow. I click on this double arrow. It is evaluating and it will show you the preview of your file. It shows the preview. Let me check the preview and I say OK. Yes. That's it. All the 5 sheets or 5 files has combined into one here. That's all. Click on the filter and check. Yes. August, September, October, November, December. All the files, all the text files was combined into one file. Let us give some meaningful name for it. It's occupying the folder name. So right click and I'll rename it. I think this is monthly sales or something. And now you can load it, and for the checking you can add a report. You can check and you can add a report also. Close and apply. For a checking purpose you can create a report. I think all the months are available in different files. Let me add the month into the report and check whether it's working. Just for checking. Yes. Let me create some report. Clustered column chart. I want the month. So you expand the date. You expand the date hierarchy. Month. Let me bring the month to x-axis. Values to the y-axis for checking. Yes. You can see all the months are available here. August, September, October, November, December. All are from 5 different files. All are text files. So we have combined all the text files. Suppose you are adding January and February and March. Add it, put it into that folder, refresh it. It will get updated. Okay. So from the morning we are working with multiple files and multiple sheets identical. After the break we are going to see about how to get multiple sheets and multiple files non-identical. All the columns are not similar, non-identical. That's what we are going to learn after the break. Before this, let me save this file. So I'm saving this file 04 monthly sales. So I'm giving some name here. ரொம்ப curious இருக்கீங்க. Right. Okay, great. So let me stop that recording. We'll go for a break. After the break, we'll start with the next one. Last session before the break, we have seen how 2 things. One is how to append the data, append a query if the sheets are identical. Data are identical, but the data is in a different sheets. We have used append query. Data are identical if it is in a different files. We have seen how to combine it. Let me close this Power BI and I'll open the next file. I'm going to open the next file. Maybe this 05 part sales tracker. There is a file called 05 part sales tracker where I can see 2 sheets. Let us take the sheet number 1. In sheet number 1, we have the zone name, we have the part number, planned year quantity, Q1 quantity, Q2 quantity, Q3 quantity, Q4 quantity. And I'll go to the next sheet. In the next sheet, we have something called as part master. So one sheet is having a data, another sheet is having a different data. 2 sheets are not identical. 2 is having a different data. One is, as I told, sales distribution. Second one is part master. Now we have to combine both the sheets and you have to create a report. For an example, when I go to the sales distribution table, I want to know what is the name of the part which I have used, purchased or sold. And I want to know what is the rate and what is the unit of measures. When I get the rate only, I can multiply it. Because we are doing Q1, Q2, Q3, I want year quantity. What is the overall year quantity? Then I want to multiply the year quantity with the rate so that we'll get the total sales, what we have did. So we want to get here, for an example, I want to get what is the name of that part, what is the rate of this part, and what is the unit, how we are measuring that part. So like this, I want 3 columns here. So which is available in the next sheet. So you can see the name, rate, and unit of measure. It's available in the next sheet. Tell me, how do we do this? Forget about the Power Query and BI. How do we do it normally? VLOOKUP. So if you are using the older version, we have to go for VLOOKUP. Latest version, XLOOKUP. But without writing the VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP, VLOOKUP is very slow. It slows down your system speed, increases your file size. Compared to that, XLOOKUP is also a little bit faster. Compared to that, it's very faster, very easier, very simpler. But as I indicated yesterday itself, maximum try to avoid writing formulas and functions in Excel. When you write more formulas and functions in Excel, it may slow down your system process. Here, okay, this data is going only for around 300 or 200 rows. But this data is going to accumulate in near future. I may have lakhs and lakhs of rows and columns. When you start writing lookup or XLOOKUP or VLOOKUP, your process will be very slow. Instead of writing a VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP, without doing it, let us see how to bring the column, how to multiply, how to add, how to use VLOOKUPs. Without writing VLOOKUPs, how to get the output. That's what we are going to do now. So let me close this file. I am closing this file as usual. Let us come to Power BI once again. I will come to Power BI. So come to Power BI desktop. I'll open the Power BI desktop. I think it's an Excel file. It's an Excel file. So let us open that Excel file and let us select the two sheets. So I'll start with this Excel workbook. Under Excel workbook, let me select that file 05 part sales tracker. Yes, I select the file 05 part sales tracker, open that file. As usual, the two files will be displayed, the navigator screen, both the files are displayed. I think you would have been well versed from now. I think from yesterday, I think this is the 5th or 6th time we are using this get data. So you would have been well versed on this. Select the part master, select this sales distribution. So I'm selecting both the tables, part master as well as the sales distribution. I select both the tables. And go to transform data. Let us go to transform data. As usual, it goes to Power Query. Before doing anything, please check the column quality. Let me go to the sales distribution and I'm checking the column quality here. Headings are correct, data are green and data type is correct. Let's go to the next one, part master. In part master also, I'm checking the part number, material type, category, the columns are correct. Data is also correct. Sometimes it's not required. You have to remove the column which is empty. Sometimes we can remove the column which is unwanted also. For example, if I have the customer data, in customer data I have the email ID, mobile number and website which is not required for my reporting. So you can remove that unwanted columns also. But I believe here all the columns are wanted here. So I checked it. All the columns are required. So perfect greens are there, headings is there and data type is perfect. Very good. Now place the cursor on the sales distribution. Here, what we want to do is, we have a common column between the two tables. You should have some common column. Could you tell me what is the common column between the two tables? Part number. Very good. Part number. So even if you write a VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP also, you should have a common column, right? Based on that only you will write a VLOOKUP. Same thing. So we have a common column. Now what we are going to do is, in the sales distribution table, so based on this part number, I want to get what is the name of it, what is the rate and what is the unit of measure in some other area in the same sheet. So your cursor has to be placed in the sales distribution because in sales distribution I want the output. Correct? That's what we do when you write a VLOOKUP also. You place the cursor on the sales distribution, then we have to write the VLOOKUP. Same process here. So place the cursor on the sales distribution table. I will tell you two options. You tell me which one is better. So place the cursor here. Go to the home tab again. Under home tab, merge query. Click on merge query. There are two types of merge query. Merge query as new. I will explain both. You tell me which I can use it. The first one, merge query. What it will do is, where is my cursor? My cursor is at sales distribution. So I want the part number, rate or unit of measures. So the name, rate and unit of measures will be merged into the sales distribution table. It will be merged. You will get an extra column in the sales distribution table when I use merge query. Because my cursor is in sales distribution. In sales distribution that will be merged and you will get the name, rate and unit of measure in sales distribution table when I use this merge query. When I use the second one, merge query as new, what this will happen is, it will create a new table and all the common columns, as I told, part number, rate and unit of measure, that will be displayed in a new table here. That name, rate and unit of measure, which will be displayed in a new table when I use this merge query as new. Tell me which I can go for. Merge query. Why are you going for a new one? Why to get that name, rate in some other table? What is the purpose? It's already available in some other table. Why to get it in another new table? So if you get it in some other table, I cannot multiply the rate. So how can I multiply? I want it in the same column. When I write a VLOOKUP, you will get the common column in some other table, new table. I want it in the same table. So I want the name rate. As I told, the part number is there. Part number is available here. I want the name rate and unit of measure in the same table in the same area, right? I don't want the output in some other table. What is the purpose of getting the output in some other table? No use. So you have to get it in the same table. When we can use the name different table, I will explain the time permits. I will explain the next session. Now, I think we have to go with merge query, not new, merge query. Append query new is okay. Merge query is merge query. So let me click on merge query. It's very simple. Already one table is displayed, sales distribution. Go to the bottom. Second table, which is my second table. Second table is part master. Select the first table is already selected. Select the second table on the bottom. And what is the common column between both the tables? Part number. Select the part number. Select the part number. Both the columns select the part number. You have to select the part number in the first table, part number, because that's a common column between. When I select the common column, you can see on the bottom it shows the selection has matched with 289 rows or something. 296 rows. From the first table to the second table, there are 296 rows are matching. What will a wrong column? Will it throw an error? Not at all. It will never throw an error. For example, if I selected the part number here and I selected the part name here, it doesn't show an error, but it shows there is no match. If there is a zero match, that means you have selected a wrong column. Please select the right one. Heading can be different. Here part number, here part number, NU number or part code, anything. But your data should be similar. So whatever the part number available, it should be here. Then only it will match. So I selected the part number here and I selected the common columns. In olden days means just 5 or 6 years before, this table will be on the left hand side and this table will be on the right hand side. Now latest version it's showing on the top to bottom. Earlier it will be on the left, it will be on the right. In earlier versions, that's why they are maintaining this name. Left outer, left right. So imagine this is left and this is right. Because in olden days this is on the left, this is on the right. Now it's on the top and bottom. Left outer. In olden days we have to manually find it, whether it's the left outer, right outer. But here it's automatically it has calculated left outer. Left outer means all the data available here should match here. So whatever the data available here, it should match and it should be the output. So you can see it says here left outer, all from first. All the data from the first, matching data from the second. So all the data from the first and matching data. So what are all the matching data? That should come from the second. It has to be selected. This is correct. If you are using the old version, this we have to manually find it out. There are so many right outer, full outer, inner, left anti, right anti. I will explain if time permits, we'll see in depth of this. For example, so I have some part number here, but unfortunately that part number is not available in the part master. Or reverse, I have the data in part master, but that part master we have never sold it. That part master was not sold. I want to bring only that not sold part number in some other table. Then we can select some other option here. So time permits, we'll explore it. As of now, we have to go with left outer. All the data from the top, matching data on the bottom. So I want all the data from left sales distribution, matching data from the part master. Correct. Never select this option. Please do not select this option. Fuzzy match. What is that fuzzy matches? Approximate match. I don't know whether you used approximate match is available in VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP. What is that approximate matches? Suppose here if all the part numbers are here in text. Suppose assume that this part number is 1001 and here we have 1001, 1002, 1003. If 1001 is not available, find the next nearest 1002. If 1002 is not available, find the next nearest. That is called as approximate match, which can be used for range of values. Suppose 10 to 15 for income tax purpose. For example, 1 lakh to 2 lakh, this is the tax percentage. 3 lakh to 4 lakh, this is my tax percentage. In that case, I think we can go for this fuzzy match. Here we are not going to use the fuzzy match. It should be an exact match, like a VLOOKUP. Like a VLOOKUP, it should be exact. So don't select this. Do not select this. That's it. Now we are going to click on OK. You have to tell me, can I click on OK? Yes. Click on OK. Yes. When I click on OK, what has happened is, in the sales distribution table on the right hand side, last on the right hand side, you can notice there is a column displayed here called as part master. That's the name of this table. That column is displayed here. Now what we are going to do is the final one. On this column right hand side, there is two arrows. Left and right, two arrows are appearing there. Click on it. This is equivalent to lookup. Click on this. Expand it. Click on this. It's asking, what is the column you want it from this part master? What is the column you want it? Select the column. So I think I told you 3 columns. So unselect, select all. What are all the 3 columns you want it is? Part name, unit of measures, rate. Suppose you want the category, select category. If you want the material type, you can select material. So whatever the columns you want, you can select it. So this is equivalent to writing 3 lookup function. Equivalent to writing 3 lookup functions. So part name, unit of measures, and rate. If it is matching, it will give you the match value. If it is not matching, it will show you null. If it is not matching. I think we have seen already 296 are matching already. Say OK. And one more thing, that is use original name as prefix. What is that original name as prefix? How this name will be displayed on the top is part master dot part name, part master dot UOM, part master dot rate. So it displays along with your file name, sheet name. I don't like it means you can uncheck it. It displays as name, part name, unit of measure without the prefix, your column, file name, your wish. Later also you can remove it. Say OK. Yes. Now you can see all the 3 columns are displayed here. Part master dot part name, part master dot UOM, part master dot rate. Tell me, I forgot to add 1 column. Now I want to add it, or I want to remove a column, or I want to rename this column. I don't want that part master dot part name, part master dot unit of measure. I don't want it. I want just part name, unit of measures, and rate. I want to add a new column. How do we do it? Go to the applied steps. Click on the settings. Yes. Now the same steps will appear. So whatever the columns you have checked or unchecked, you can do it here. And the column name is prefixed like this, part master dot part name, part master dot rate. You can remove that. Delete it. So it displays only the part name, unit of measures, and rate. Okay. So no lookup here. So we got the output here straight away. You can ask me one question. Can we do this in Excel? Of course. We can do the same process in Excel. I will tell you how to do it. After finishing this part, I will tell you how to do the same process in Excel also. First we will finish up this. Still more, there are some options. Finish up this. Then I will tell you how to do this in Excel. Identical data. Data are identical. Different sheet. Different sheet. Sorry. Different sheet. Then we have to go for upper query as new. Correct? If the data are identical, different sheet, we have to go for append query as new. Identical data. Different file. The file is different. Then we have to go for combine files. Combine files. Non-identical data. Non-identical data, equal to lookup. 2 things. This is equal to lookup. There is one more, which we are going to see it later. You can ask me, I have 10 sheets. 10 sheets, can I write a lookup? No. That's a different part. We'll see it in the next part. Non-identical data, equivalent to lookup. we want to look up, then we have to go for merge. Clear on this? One more is there. Non-identical data, different files, different sheet. 10 sheets, 10 different files. How to handle it? That's our next chapter. That's going to be our next chapter. Okay? Done? Yes. What are all the things, how you can do it in this Power Query? So, we have avoided one formula. What is the formula we have avoided now? We look up. What are all the other things we can do it in this Power Query? For example, I want to get, we have Q1 quantity, Q2 quantity, Q3 quantity, Q4 quantity. We have to sum up all this quantity and I want to get a new column called as year quantity. Sum up this and get it as new quantity. I will explain one concept. You are going to help me in this near future. So there are two options available. To create a formula and function in Power Query, we have two options. One, there is an option called as transform and there is an option called as add. When you go to the transform also, you can see most of the columns will be similar. Most of the formula, you can see any column, text, numbers, date. Same thing, literally same thing will be available in add column. You can see same thing from text, from number, from date. Literally most of the things will be similar. You have to know where can I use transform, where can I use add column. For example, so for example here, I want Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. All this summing up, I want to get a new column. All this summed up, we want to get a new column. Then we have to go for 4 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1. So I have two columns, I want to add extra column. I have three columns, I want to add extra column. That is called as add column. Now for example, I want all the 4 columns summed up, not as a different column, merged into one column. All these 4 columns to be merged into one column here. Not 4 plus 1. 4 equals to 1. 4 will be merged into 1. That is called as transform. Just to identify the difference. If you want the output in some other column, you have to go for add column. If you want to get the output in the same area, merging the column or in the same area, then you have to go for transform. We'll use it. We'll use both. Today we are going to use both. Now, Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. I want an extra column called as year quantity. I want an extra column called as year quantity. Could you tell me whether I can go for transform column or I can go for add column here? Add column. Superb. First of all, select all the quantities. Q1 plus Q2. Select all, holding the shift key or control key. Select all the 4 columns here. Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. I am selecting all the 4 columns. Add columns. Go to add columns. Under add columns, all the 4 are numbers. Q1, Q2, Q3, all the 4 are numbers. So you can see there are 3 types of data will be available in your Excel or any data. One is a data can be a text. Second one is a data can be a number. Third one is a data can be a date. But now all this 4 data is a number. So we have to go to from number because all the 4s are numbers. Go to numbers. 2 things you can do. If you are using Excel, suppose I want to sum up all the 4 columns. What we do is, suppose the column is in A, B, C, D. You will say A1 plus B1 plus C1 plus D1. That's one method. Or you can say sum of A1, B1, C1. Both will give you the same output, correct? Same thing here. Either you can go to statistics and say sum. That means sum of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Or go to standard, add. Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. Adding all the 4 columns. Whichever is easier. You can go for anything. Go to statistical and say sum. Or go to standard, say add. Both are same. Add. That's all. A extra column is added, which is giving sum of all the 4 columns. So we have avoided the sum function also. Avoided the sum function. No need for writing sum function. As I recommended, do only the analysis and report in Excel. Don't write formula. Avoid writing the formulas unless it's required. 99% avoid writing formulas in Excel. I hope I should have said this yesterday itself. I think I would have said it. There is a name, there is applied steps available. Try to have some meaningful name for your applied step always. Because today I know this. I summed up that Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. But when I open the same file tomorrow, I may not know what I did it here. So better to have some meaningful name for this applied steps. Even for the column heading also try to have some meaningful name. So let me give a name for it. Right click on this and I say rename and I give some name for this. For example, this is sum of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Double click on the column heading, rename it. It says addition. I will rename it. Double click or right click and rename. This column heading is year quantity. Let us see what are all the other formulas and functions you can use it in Power Queries.
To move this column next to the Q4.
Methods, drag and drop as usual, or right click, move. Move to the left, move to the right, move to the beginning, move to the end. Whichever is coming. Even that will be your steps. Because when I add the data, this column has to be moved for a new data also. You can do it. Will it make any difference on the reporting? No. Just for our convenience, we are moving. Okay. Now I want you to try this. Add a column. We are going to add a column. Add a column. Maybe the column name, let it be the column name as total sales. The column name is total sales is equal to, what is the formula? Year quantity. Just now we have created this year quantity. Multiply it with rate. Simple. Not even minutes. A few seconds to do it. Not even minutes. In 2 seconds or 3 seconds you can do this. That's it. Very good. Simple. What is the value for the first one approximately? Red. That is red. This column is red. What's the value approximately? Rate, not date. RATE.
Yes, sir, it's not showing for me.
Are you in sales distribution table?
Yes, sir.
பக்கத்து காலம் மேடம் ப்ரீவியஸ் காலம் தான் இயர் குவான்டிட்டியோட ப்ரீவியஸ் தான் எக்ஸ்பேண்டட்ல கொண்டு வந்தீங்களா அந்த காலத்தை expand the part master and he selected that column. Thank you. What was the approximate value?
30 lakhs first one.
30 lakhs. First one.
30 lakhs, 40,000.
30 lakhs, 40,300.
Will the other formulas also. Challenges. Simple. Sir, you need my support or you are doing? Very good. Can you do this in Excel? Wait for a few minutes. I will tell you. I told that. I will tell you after finishing this. I will tell you how to do the same process in Excel also. I will tell you both. Excel already Excel. We are putting in the Power BI. Excel. Excel. I'm almost traveling. Faced some problem.
The best time is first time was high potential. All type of problems.
I got some. Done. Sorry. Let me do this. For example, I want to multiply the year quantity and rate. Select the rate and select. It can be in vice versa. Select the rate or year quantity or rate. Both is going to be same. Let me select this. Then go to the add column. Then we will go to that standard. And what we are going to do is multiply. Just click on multiply. Yes. We got year quantity and rate multiplied here and we got the result. And double click and we'll give some name for this. For example, this is total sales. For an example, now 2 column added, 2 column multiplied. That's very simple. Select 2 columns and go to add, multiply or divide or whatever. Now for this, let me take the total sales. From the total sales, I want to get the tax value. Let us take the taxes 18%. From the total sales, I want to multiply 18%, fixed value. Not multiplying 2 different columns, rate into quantity. it's varying. Rate into quantity is varying from part number to part number. But I want to have a standard multiply, 18%. From total sales, I want to multiply just 18%. Very simple. Select the total sales column again. Go to add column again. Go to standard again. Multiply again. I'll go to add column, standard, multiply, and what has to be multiplied? It's asking what is the value you have to multiply. Standard fixed value. Let us say 18%. Or make it as 0.18. Don't type 18. It will multiply with 18. So you have to multiply with 18%. That's it. Select the column. Go to add column. Multiply with what? Okay. Yes. We got 18% multiplied. Let me give a name for this. Tax value. You can ask me whatever we did, we can do it in normal Excel also. Why are we using Power Query for this? One is, Power Query is easy to use. Second one is, we are not adding an extra column in Excel. It doesn't disturb your source data. Your source data is not get disturbed. And Power Query will handle a bigger values, millions and trillions of value. Excel may not handle it. That's why I am doing it in Power Query. But something which is not possible in Excel, we can do it in Power Query also. We'll see it in the next part. Okay. Now, yes, conditional. That is conditional formula. Conditional formatting is different. Coloring. Formatting means if it is greater than something, different color, less than something, different color. That can be done either in Excel or Power BI. What you are saying is formula. We'll do that. Next is formula. That's our next topic. You predicted what's our next topic. Sir, you are with line, you are on our part. No, because you joined later. It's okay now. Can I move to the next one? Now you help me here. I want to round this column. For example, it is 54, 7256.52. And it's 417705. I don't want it. I want to round it off. For example, after point, I have 1. So if I round it, what should be the value here? 705. And for example, let me take this 225837.72. If I round this off, what should be the value? 38. So I want to round it. Or you can round it all the things upwards, all the things downwards. For example, all upwards means even though here 1, 7 or 5 thing, it will add one thing every 5. Everything will be added. Rounding down or round up, you decide. But I don't want this rounding should happen in the next column. Why to add one more column? I want to round it here itself. Why to round it in some other area? Because I have tax value here, rounded value in some other area. Excel we can do it. Column, I can round it in another column, but I want to round it in the same column. Same column. Don't change your decimal values, because when you find the total, it will give you the wrong answer. We want to round it here itself. We want to round it here. Tell me, where can I go here? Right click also. Very good. Right click also, or you can go to transform. Don't go to add column, because if I go to add column, it will add extra column. You have to go to transform. Transform. Under transform, rounding. Same rounding will be available in add column also. You can see add column also rounding is available. It will round it and it will add extra column, which is not my purpose. I want to add it in the same column. Transform. Rounding. Go to rounding. Under rounding. Round up, round down, round down. So round up, always it will be round upwards. Always it will round downwards, the second one. Round, normal rounding. Based on your values, it has to be round upwards or downwards. Based on after the decimal values. If the decimal is more than 5, it has to round up. If the values is less than 5, it has to round down. So where you want to round it? Which place we want to round it? I want to round it after the dot. This dot. That means after the how many decimal places? Dot means 0. If you want to round it after the first decimal place, that is after 5, it has to be rounded means 1. But I want to round it at 0. 0 means where the decimal place starts, 0th position. So it will check after the dot what is the value. If it is more than 5, it will increase 1. Less than 5, it will display the same value. Let me check. That's it. Okay. Yes. It's rounded here. Rounding is possible, but rounding in the same column, it's not possible in Excel. Correct? Dot kaparam. Dot na 0 uduna. First digit, second digit, you have to say 1, 2. Normally, I think we'll round it 0 only, right? Okay. We'll see 1 or 2 formulas, then you tell me what are all the other things. We'll struggle it in Excel, we'll try to do it in Power Query itself. Then I will tell you how to do the same process in Excel also. Yes. And one. You have more options to explore. Right click means sometimes based on the data type it may change. Data number on the better to go with the top 10 where we have all the options. We will explore about the date function also. Unfortunately, this data doesn't have any date column. Maybe in the afternoon we'll explore about the date. I am parking the date formulas later. Now let us see what she has told. Conditional formula. For an example, let me take something. Maybe the numbers or maybe the text. Let me take some text values. For example, I'll take the zone names. We have zone, south zone, north zone, east zone, west zone. Let me take something like logistic cost or travel cost or something. Or other charges. So if the region is south, the charge is going to be different. If the region is, or if the zone is north, the charge is going to be different. West, different charge. East, different charge. Based on a condition, I want to give a different value. Based on the zone names. If condition. We'll use this if in Excel. Same if. Let us see how to do this. First, let me check with the text. Then we'll see about the numbers also. We'll see about the numbers also. Add column. You can add a column based on a value. You cannot transform the column because conditional column, we can add it. Add a column. Conditional column. One more thing. 2 columns can be added, 2 columns can be multiplied or divided. Can I use multiple formulas? One adding, one multiplying, one dividing. Yes, we'll see that. First, I will finish off the conditional column. Then we'll see how to give multiple condition. Plus, divide, minus. Multiple operators. We'll see it in another few minutes. First, we will finish up the conditional column. Add column, conditional column. Equivalent to if. Equivalent to if in Excel. Go to conditional column. It's opening a dialog box. What could be the name of the column? Let us give some name. For example, other charges. I'm giving the name as other charges. If you are doing this in Excel, you have to go with equal to, if, open bracket, select the cell, greater than, less than, equal to. But here, everything is just a wizard. You have to select it. If, column name. Which column you want to apply the condition? I want to apply the condition for the column called as zone. When I select zone, it automatically gives me the operator. Equal, does not equal. Since it's a text, it says equal, does not equal. If you select something as a number, suppose I select total sales, here the operator would have changed, greater than, less than, between. Based on your data type, this condition will change automatically. So let me go with zone, equal to, if the zone is equal to south, that means wherever the zone name is south, what is the output I want? Maybe something, 1000. Wherever my zone name is south, I want to display 1000. First condition is over. Add class. Zone name is equal to north. And remember, it's case sensitive. It's case sensitive. Spelling should be correct. Case also should be correct. S is capital letter. S should be capital letter. It's case sensitive. Spelling also should be right. But in Excel, you have to put a double quotes and other things. Here, the double quotes are not required. Straight away type it. Maybe the not zone, assume I'm saying something, 2000, some value. Add a class, zone equal to, suppose I say west zone, sorry, maybe something, 3000. Add a class, zone, east, 5. If it is not south, if it is not north, if it is not west, if it is not east, at last you had nothing is satisfied. I can see the last one, else. Simple. This is equivalent to writing 4 ifs in Excel. You have to open 4 open bracket and 4 close bracket, comma, double quotes. So many things has to be done if you are doing it in Excel. I don't know whether you used it. Equal to if open bracket, select the cell, equal to double quotes, south, comma, 1000, comma, another if, another open bracket, another cell, another double quotes. So complicated if you are using in Excel, but here it's very simple. You have to follow the wizard step by step. That's it. Can I compare with one column to another column? Yes, we'll do it in the next part. Okay. Wherever we have south zone, we have 1000, north zone is 2000, west is 3000 something, east is 2500. How do I modify? How do we check the formula? Once again to the applied settings, applied steps. Click here and you can see your formulas. Okay. If condition. With the text, same thing you can do it with a number. Greater than something, greater than 10 lakhs, I want to give some output. Less than 10 lakhs, I want to give some other output. Same thing you can do it. Let us see how to compare with one column to another column. Next step. Now for an example, let me take this year quantity. Let me take something as planned year quantity. There is a column called as planned year quantity. And there is a column called as year quantity. So just now we found that year quantity, planned year quantity is available as per the plan. Year quantity is actual. So I want to know whether my actual is more than the plan. If actual is more than the plan, I want to display that we have achieved our target. Yes, we have achieved the target. If the actual is not more than the plan, if it is less than the plan, I want to know we didn't achieve the target. No, we didn't achieve the target. So I want to create an extra formula whether we have achieved the target or not. So I want to create a separate column. Let us go to the same add column, conditional column, add column, conditional column. What's the name of that column? So let us give some name for it. Maybe the target. Target question mark. That means have we achieved the target or not? Okay. Column name. Maybe the year quantity. Maybe the year quantity. I want to check if that year quantity is greater than. Here we have an option greater than or equal to. Or I will make it as greater than. Greater than. If you want to compare with some number, suppose greater than 1000 or greater less than 1000. But I don't want to compare with 1000. I want to compare with another column called as planned quantity. I want to check with the plan. This is actual. I want to check with the plan. So what you do is there is an arrow mark available here. Arrow mark. Click on the arrow mark. Select column. One column with another column, not with value to value. I want to compare with one column with the another column. Select the column. Now there is a drop down. Planned quantity. If the year quantity is greater than the planned quantity, so I have gone beyond the planning. If my actual is more than the planning, what is the output we want? Let us say we have achieved the target. Yes. Otherwise, it's very simple. We can add one more, less than planned quantity. I think that's not required. If it is not greater than, it should be less than. Straight away, I can say no. If the actual is more than the plan, yes, that means we achieved our target. If the actual is less than the plan, no, that means we didn't achieve our target. Okay. Yes. There is a column called as no and yes. If we are beyond our target, that means it's yes. If we are less than the target, we can use no. Here only the conditional column. Coloring you can do it only in Excel or Power BI. All the yes should be green, all the no should be red. That we can do it in Excel or Power BI. Yesterday we did it more than 1,000 a color, less than 1,000 a color. Okay. Now let us see how to add multiple operators. Multiple operators. If you want to add two columns, you know that's very simple. Select both the column. Suppose I want to add or multiply two columns, select two columns and go to multiply. Or add two columns, go to add and you can add it. Or I want to add a particular value, you can select the particular value and add it. That's very simple. Now, I want to add two or three operators. 2 minus, 1 subtract, 1 divide. Or 1 minus and 2 addition. One formula I want to do multiple operators. Let me take the same thing. Actual and plan. Actual is year quantity, planned is planned quantity. I want to find out something called as, variance percentage. I want to find out variance percentage. What's the formula for variance percentage is actual minus plan divided by plan. This is a formula to find out the variance percentage. Actual minus plan divided by plan. If this output is in negative, that means we didn't achieve our target. How much we didn't achieve, how we are lesser than the target. If it is positive, how much we are above the target. I want to know the variance percentage now. So we are going to write a formula. In this formula, I have two things. One subtraction, one division. So you cannot straight away go to add column and add it, or you cannot go to the add column and you can subtract it or divide it. So when you want to do multiple operators like this in Power Query, how do we do this? Add column, custom columns. Go to add columns, go to custom columns. Add custom column. So click on that custom column. What's the name of that column? Let us say the name of the column is variance percentage. That's my column name. Is equal to, all your column names are displayed here. All the column names which we have, it's displayed here. Actual. Actual is my year quantity. That's my actual quantity. Double click on that year quantity or type it. If you know the spelling, type it. Better to double click it so that it automatically comes here. Year quantity actual minus subtract by planned quantity, double click or type it, divided by actual minus plan divided by plan. So I double click on that plan. So actual minus plan divided by plan. You tell me whether my formula is right. Why? As per board mass. Excellent. We would have studied in our school days. Board mass theory. What is board mass? B for bracket. O for off. Off means to the power of. A to the power. A square. D for division. M for multiple addition. S for subtraction. All your formulas hierarchy will work as per this. B first, bracket first, others, off second, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. As per this theory, what do we have in our formula? We have two things. One is subtraction, another one is division. As for board mass, first comes D, that is division. So first it will subtract, then only it will, first it will divide, then only it comes to subtract here, which is a wrong one. First I want to subtract it, then I want to divide it. So as he has told rightly, we have to put a bracket. Open bracket before this year quantity. Open the bracket before year quantity. Close the bracket after the planned quantity. So as per board mass theory, first bracket. So what's there in the bracket? First it will subtract. Then it will divide. BODMAS theory. Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and so on. It doesn't have anything with your power query. It's just a mathematical concept, arithmetical mathematical concept. So when you write the same formula in Excel also, you have to do this, open bracket and close bracket, as per BODMAS theory. Okay. Now the problem is, this variance percentage, it's not right. Yesterday itself I have indicated 95%. Power query will automatically find your data type and it will change the data type. Sometimes Power Query, it's not finding the data type. Here you can see it's not finding the data type. Could you tell me how can I convert this into a proper data type here? We can give second chance. No, we have to check the second. Third one is that. What you said is the third one. Second one, what you do is go to transform. First try this. If this is not working, then go for the third one. I recommend second one, then third one. Second one is select this and go to detect data type. If this is not working, then select the third one. I think here it will not work. Detect data type. It's not working properly. So better what you said is correct. So go to that left hand side corner and make it as percentage. If second step is working, go for it. Second step is not working, select the third one. Percentage. It will ask, already you have changed the data type. Do you want to change it again? Yes, of course, because that's not changing properly. Replace it. Change it again. Yes. Now it changes to percentage. Wherever there is a positive, that means you can see both will be same. Wherever there is a yes, you will get the positive because we achieved the target. How much we have achieved it? 23% more than our target. Here 1% lesser than the target. We are just near to the target, but we are very near to the target. We didn't achieve it. So we are 23% more than the target. 24% more. 3% less. So we have variance percentage near to the target. Okay. So like this, most of your formulas and functions we can do except sum if and count if, because that's aggregation. That can be done only in the reporting. That can be done only either in Excel or either in Power BI. Now tell me, what are all the other formulas you will use it in Excel, or let us see how to do this in Power Query itself. Instead of doing it in Excel, let us see how to do it in Power Query itself. You have to tell me what are all the other formulas you use it or you struggle. Let us see if we can do it in Power BI or Power Query itself.
Left, right.
Very good. Left, right and mid. Let me take some column. For example, part name. As he has indicated, from the part name, I want to get the first 3 characters, that is left. Or I want to get the last 4 characters. Or I want from the second, I want to extract 4 characters. You decide whether you want to do it here or you want to do it in some other column. I want to do it in some other column without disturbing the part name. I want to do it in some other column. So select the column, add column. Under add column, you can see there is an option called as extract. Click on extract. Length, first character is left, last character means right, range means mid. For example, as he has told, let us say first. So I want to take only the first 3 characters. From this part number, I want to take first 3 characters. Let us say 3. That's it. Say OK. It has taken the first 3 characters. Last means right. Equivalent to right is last. Or sometimes we will do this. Wherever this is equivalent to left function here. Let me rename that. This is equivalent to left function. Left function in Excel. Now let me take some other column. Let me take this part number. In part number, I have DIPL hyphen the number. DIPL hyphen the number. So I want to separate it wherever the hyphen is available, not the first and last. First and last. Wherever there is an hyphen, I want to separate it. So before the hyphen, after the hyphen, or wherever we have a space, wherever we have a comma, we have to separate it. Let me take the part number. From this, I want to separate it. From this, I want to separate it. Okay. Left to right is okay. Delimiter, common delimiter. Select the same part number, go to add column, extract. Text before delimiter, text after delimiter, text between the delimiter. Now, for example, after the hyphen, I want only the name should come in some other area. After the hyphen. Don't worry. Based on this part number only we got the rate. Whether that will get disturbed. Never. It will not get disturbed. Already we have expanded it. After expanding only we are going to do it. So nothing will happen to your output. It will give you the output. Don't worry. That's the power of this power query. So let me select the part number. Go to add column, or you can transform it in the same area also. No problem. Add column. Extract. After delimiter. So after hyphen. So let us put a hyphen here. Hyphen. After this hyphen, I want to separate it. Just to put hyphen. Okay. Yes. On the right side, wherever there is an hyphen, after hyphen, it has extracted only the number. In Excel, we'll do something like text to column. Same thing you can do it in Power Query. Equivalent to text to column. Okay. Any other things which we do it in Excel? Merge query, right? Approximate means then you have to go for that fuzzy match. When you select fuzzy match, you can merge query, fuzzy match, you can get approximate. Filter, I don't know which you are getting. That can be done. Index match is equivalent to that merge query. I will explain about the combining. If you are able to separate, we are able to combine it very easily. For example, zone or part number and part name, I want to combine and I want to bring it in one column. Or I want the zone name, part name has to be combined. So it's combining, like adding two columns, I want to combine two columns, merging two columns, equivalent to concatenate, equivalent to merging. Which two columns you want to combine? You decide which two columns. Maybe the part number and name, I want to combine it. This is not a right example, but still I am saying it. So I want this part number and this part name has to be combined. Select the part number, select the part name. I want to combine it in some other area on the right hand. Or if you want to combine, make it as one column. Combined, make it as one column means you can go to transform. Combine in some other column means you can go to add column. Add column. Straight away there is a button called as merge columns. Merge columns. Merge columns. Add columns, merge columns. Click on merge columns. What could be the name of that merged column? You should get what is the name and what is the separator. After the part number, whether you want a space, hyphen, comma. So for example, I want a space. So let me put a space. And what's the column name? New merged column. What should be the name of that new merged column? Your wish. You can give some name or you can rename it later also. That's your wish. Okay. So you can see at the last, two column has been merged here. Not a right example, but I am saying it. You have the employee name, first name and last name. I want to combine first name and last name of the employee name and I want to get it in one column. You can do this. I will explain it in the next session. How to find out the age, I will explain the next. No need to add today, it automatically finds today. then நீங்க போட்டு தான் ஃபார்முலா எழுதணும் இல்ல. By default it takes the today's date and it calculates the age.
For the particular.
That's what I told you. Have a date function, we'll see it in the afternoon because this table doesn't have a date formula, date column. Next session we'll have some date column. Employee master here. We'll see how to find out the age. Afternoon we'll see that. I think I indicated I will park the date function, we'll see it in the afternoon. Any other? After this, we are not going to, only one reason we have to come for the power query later is, as he has told, only for the date functions. Other things we are not going to come back to power query again. This is going to be the end of power query. So if you have any other doubts, questions and queries in power query, I will explain it. Lower case, upper case and proper case. One more advantage in power query is, in Excel, it will change the lower case and upper case in some other column. But in Power Query, you can do it in the same column itself. For example, as he has indicated, all the zone name, I want to convert this into uppercase, capital letter. Select that column. If you want to do it in some other column, as usual, you can go to add column. But I want to do it in the same column. Transform, format. Go to transform, format. Under format, you have the option. Lower, upper, capitalize, trimming, cleaning, removing the unwanted space. Unwanted cleaning means unwanted junked characters. Sometimes you will get some junked characters. If you want the junked characters, we can clean up it, trim it. As he has told, I want all the zone name to be in uppercase. Uppercase. It will turn into uppercase in the same area, which we cannot do it in Excel, right? We can bring the uppercase in some other column, not in the same column. There is a function called as upper in Excel, equal to upper, but get the output in some other without disturbing the origin. But here, same column we can change it to uppercase, lowercase, uppercase. Select it, transform, format, upper, lower, capitalize. Can I add a prefix or a suffix to a column? For example, already part number is prefixed and suffixed. For example, let me take a small example. Before the part name, before each part name, I want to prefix your company, short form of your company name, or your department name or anything. I want DICV to be prefixed before this part number. Every name, I want DICV or DI to be prefixed before it. Bharat Benz, BB, okay. So select the part name and go to the transform column. I want to do it in the same column. Go to transform column, go to the format again. You can see prefix, suffix, prefix. So let me say BB hyphen. So BB will be prefixed before this part name. These are all the things which is not possible in Excel. You can do it in some other column, not in the same column. Not understand the BB. BB is having some other name nowadays. I'm saying for a common people, BB means they will have some other name. We have a TV show.
Actually, if you see all the shirts are having Daimler.
Correct.
My shirt will have markings.
Symbols is a junked characters. Symbol in which kind of? If it is available in the keyboard, you can use it. BI. Because there we have fonts and other things. You can change the font and you can use the tick mark. Excel and BA you can do that, not in Power Query. If that symbol is available in your keyboard, you can use it. Star, asterisk. Adala use pannalam. Before B, instead of B, I can put a hash. Adala pannalam. Which is not part of your keyboard, font na anga poi dhaan. So I finish all this. Easy. This concept Excel panna poram. Very simple. Yes. Any other things before. I will tell you how to do the same process in Excel also. But tell me whether anything to be done in Power Query other than the sum if and count if function. Tell me what are all the other things you struggle in Excel. Let us see whether we can do it in Power Query itself. So I believe from today, from now, you will stop writing lookup, stop writing if, stop writing sum functions, left, right, mid, trimming, everything you can do it in Power Query itself, right? More. Yes. Gradually stop that. I should not say that because 20 years I'm surviving because of Microsoft Excel, but nowadays I'm saying stop using Excel. Formulas and function, do everything in Power Queries.
No, because in the day-to-day work, make it in a structured manner.
This is better. But one more advantage is, if you are doing the same process in something is not possible in Excel, but still if you are trying to do it, you have to do it every time whenever you add a new row or new column, right? But this happens automatically. If the data is accumulating, all the formulas are applied automatically. So no need for redoing it every time, just refresh it. Now tell me, can I export, sir? Can I load this to BI now? You have to tell me. I almost added whatever the things I want. Can I load this to BI? Or anything to be done before loading? Can I load this both the sheets into BI now? I'm saying don't do this because this part number not required to be loaded, part master, because I already got the wanted data, wanted columns into the sales distribution. So why to unnecessarily load this part master, which is not required for us? So, sorry, we are not going to load this part master. Tell me, how can I disable the loading for this part master? Right click on this, then uncheck that enable load. Then close and apply. Go to the home tab and close and apply. That's it. Create a report based on this. Only one table will be loaded. Part master is my master table. From where we got the lookup. Based on that, we got the lookup. We already got the wanted columns. So no need to load that part master. Load only the sales distributions. That's it. Now only this table will get loaded. Right? Let me save this file for my future reference. Go to File, Save As. I think browse this device. 0507. I don't. This is 05. 05 part sales tracker. Since you are all using Power BI professional version, I recommend to do this in Power BI and Power Query, but more people are interested to do the same thing in Excel. So whatever we did from today morning till now, whatever we did it using the Power Query of BI, I'm closing this BI itself. I'm totally closing this BI. Let me open an Excel file. I'm opening an Excel file. So I want to do the same process, whatever we did today morning. From today, I'm combining the multiple sheets identical, combining the multiple files identical, using lookup function, using if function. I want to do the same process in Excel. As I told, we have two levels of Excel training here. One is the basic level, second one is the second level, where we will be covering these topics. But still, since you have asked, I am explaining it again. So I want to combine, or I want to combine the multiple files and make it as one here. Or I want to combine the multiple sheet, the warehouse sales, or the last one which we did. You can do anything, all are same. So let me combine this multiple sheet, this 4 files I want to combine and I want to make it as one file. We did it in Excel, we did it in Power Query of BI. Can I do it in Excel? Of course. Same process, no difference. Go to the tab called as data. Go to the tab of data. Actually, I believe I have explained this yesterday. How the Power BI has evaluated. I told you from pivot, after pivot, power query. From that, I think Power BI has gone. Actually, Power BI has gone. Power query has gone from Excel to BI. The original is Excel actually. So it's available in Excel. Go to data, get data. Same get data is available here. Almost whatever we have seen, it's available here. From file, Excel workbook, from data set, from Azure. So I want to get it from a folder. From folder, I want to combine all the 4 files and make it as one file. Or you can do the last one, which we did, the part sales tracker. Anything. Let me take the last one, part sales tracker. From file, from Excel workbook. That's all. After this, whatever you did it from the morning, from yesterday, the same process. Let me select that file. Maybe the last one, part sales tracker. Import. After this, same thing, what we did from yesterday or today morning. Same navigator screen is opening. This screen already we have seen it in Power BI of Power Query of Power BI. Only one extra feature is here we have an option called as select multiple items. There already there is a checkbox, you can select the multiple item. Select that items. Then what could be my next step? Transform data. That's all. It goes to the same Power Query here. No difference. It goes to the same Power Query. You can transform data, same thing. Whatever you did, that lookup function, add column, transform column, everything is available here. Literally everything. No difference. Two things. You can open it in Excel or have the data in Power Query, create a report in Excel. Both you can do. For example, let me do the lookup here. How we did it in Power BI, Power Query. I want to do the lookup. Help me here. You have to help me here because you know this. Now what to be done? I want to bring the rate name and the part number and part name, rate and unit of measures in sales distribution. So how do we do it? You have to help me here. How can I do that? Place the cursor on sales distribution. Then home tab. Very good. Merge query. Then merge query. Already a column, a table is open. Sales distribution. Then here part master. Then select the part number. Select the part number. Okay. Then select the expand column. Nothing. I'm not doing anything new. Whatever we did it few minutes back, I'm doing it. Whatever we did it in Power BI, Power Query, we are doing it in Excel Power Query. That's all. Uncheck whatever the columns you want. Original column name as prefix. Thing is happening here. All the things which we can do it in Power, actually to be open as an indicator. Original is for Excel. Excel now original. From Excel it has gone to Power Query. Sorry, Power BI. Only thing is loading, I will tell you how to load this. There it will load it to BI. Here, how to load. That part I will. There are 2 methods of loading. I will tell you 2 methods. That's the only difference between Excel and the Power BI. In Excel, like this, whatever you want to do, you can do it, right? Add column. Whatever we did, subtracting, adding, conditional columns, everything is available. Whatever we did it today morning, everything is available here. Loading is the challenge. So loading, how you want to load this? That's what you have to decide. Click on close and load. 2 things. Actually 3, you can load it into pivot table straight away also. But basic 2 things is close and load 2. You have to decide. If the data is very small, you can load this into Excel straight away. 2 tables will be loaded. Part master and sales distribution will be loaded. And you can create a report based on this. Or if you believe this data is too large, I may have lakhs and millions and trillions of data. I don't want to load it in Excel. Excel will not handle a bigger data. But I want to create a report. The data can be in Power Query and you can create a report in Excel. Data can be in Power Query and you can create a report in Excel. How do we do this? Close and load. Close and load to. Close and load to. There are two main options. One is table. Table means it will be loaded as a table here. Two sheets. One part master, one sales distribution. Two sheets will be loaded, which normally I don't recommend. I have the data in Power Query. Reports I can create it in Excel. So what do you do? Don't load it into table. Load it as only connection. Load it as only connection. And you want to create a report based on this? Yes, I want to create a report. Then select this option also. Add data model. When you come for the second level of Excel training, we'll see in depth of this. How to create a report, how to create a pivot, how to combine it, how to create a slicer, everything, how to make a dashboard in Excel. So now I selected this only connection add data model. Nothing will happen here. Data will be there in Power Query. Data will be there in Power Query. And I will show you one report also. Okay. What has happened is it's not loading in Excel. It's not loaded in Excel. The data is still in Power Query. Like a pivot, like a Power BI. The data is available. You can create a report here. You can create a report here. Could you tell me how do we create a report? Through what? What feature will create a report in Excel? Excel report create what we use? Pivot table. Go to insert, pivot table. If you have a table, already there is a table. It's very easy. You can go to insert and create a pivot table. But there is no table here. How can you create a pivot? No problem. Insert, data model. That's why we have enabled the data model. While loading, we have enabled the data model. Data model. Okay. You can notice all the columns available is displayed here. Sales distribution. These are all the columns which we have it there. All the column names are available here. You can drag and drop and you can create the reports now. Insert. Arrow mark of the pivot table. Data model. You can select the data model while importing. You would have not selected it. Or no worries, if you are not selected it, once again on the right hand side, this is all anyway chapter of Excel, but okay, no problem. Right click on the table here. This table is loaded here, right? Right click on this. Load to. Now load to. If you have forgot to select it, I specifically told to select it, I think you would have not selected it. Right click, load to. Now select this, add data model. Then you will get the data. Then you should get the data. If you already selected the data model, then you should get it. Come for a second level of it. Actually, you should have attended the second level of it. You will be now attended Power BI.
I selected project management business. This is the second level.
Now I think it's not required to come for this. Come for second level.
Currently, should give latest models.
Table no method. File chasing. Your table, your table. Yes. Any other things? Actually, this power query and power pivot, if you come for the second level of training, first day will be thoroughly will be pivot. 1 day for pivot, 1 day for power query and power pivot. 1 day. 2 days of Excel training. So I cannot cover that 1 day within few minutes. Just I told you just what can be done. Same merge query, same append query, everything you can do it in Excel. Model. பண்ணி என்னென்ன வேணுமோ ரிப்போர்ட் நீங்க டேட்டா எக்ஸல்ல கிடையாது இப்போ பவர் கோடியில டேட்டா ஆனா ரிப்போர்ட் எக்ஸல்ல
Okay, power query extract பண்ணுங்க.
அதான் நல்ல மெத்தட் என்னோட சஜஷன் ஆனா எக்ஸல் பெரிய பெரிய டேட்டா ஹேண்டில் பண்ணாது ஒரு
இப்போ இது எப்படி சார் எக்ஸ்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணிருக்கோம்?
எக்ஸாக்ட்லி
இப்போ பவர் queryல தான் பவர் queryல பண்ணி அது எப்படி இதுல எப்படி வரும்?
இப்போ எக்ஸல் டேபிள் காலம்லாம் இருக்கும் பாருங்க இங்க இருக்குமா பவர் கோடி இங்க இருக்கு Yes. Any other things? Let us start the next chapter. I think we cannot complete it. At least we'll start. After the lunch break, we'll see in depth of this. After this, we are not going to use much of Power Query. We are going to use much of Power BI now. Okay. Let us open the last file. Same folder. 06 business transaction. There is a file called as 06 business transaction. Here is a real challenge. I have around 9 sheets. We have 9 sheets available here. When I go to the sheet number 1, we have a column, we have a table called as invoice. where I can see invoice number, customer ID, employee ID, invoice date, required date, and ship date. Invoice trans, where we have some other columns, and payment method, we have some other column where we have payment details. When you go to the customer info, we have customer info details. Geographic data, where we have geographic data. Region details, product master, product categories, employee master. So we have around 9 sheets. Employee master. So we have 9 sheets. Now we want to combine all these 9 sheets and we have to make it as a report. One report I want to create, or multiple reports I want to create based on 9 different sheets, not identical. If all the 9 sheets are identical, very simple, we can make an append query. All the 9 files are identical, we can make a combined files. All are non-identical. If 2 columns or 2 tables are non-identical, we can write a lookup function, or you can use the merge query and you can get it. But here I have 9 tables. How many lookups I can get, how many merge queries I can get, which is literally impossible. Correct? But all the tables will have some common column, will have some link between the columns. Could you tell me, just to take 1 or 2 examples? Between the invoice table and invoice trans, do you find any common link? Invoice number. Maybe let me take this customer info. Customer info, could you tell me, is there any link between this customer info or some other table? We should have some link between the customer ID. The customer ID should be there in some other table, invoice. I think invoice table we have the customer ID. This 6 years before, we have to find it like this. What is the common column between the invoice table and transaction table? What is the common column between the customer table and another table? We have to find it and we have to do this. But now, Power BI will take care of it. Power BI will take care. If your data are correct, headings are correct, your data are correct, Power BI will take care of it. Sometimes, very rarely, if Power BI is not doing it, we take a charge, we can do it. First, let us see. Let us load this data. What Power BI will help us now? This is the power of using this Power BI. Other than Power BI, if you are using some other software like SQL, Oracle or anything, you have to create a relationship manually. But Power BI will take care of it. First, let us load this data. I believe this is what you will be doing in near future. You will get the data from SAP, Oracle, 10, 20 data. No need to combine, no need to merge, no need to append. Very easily you can create a report without writing the formulas and functions also. Let us open a new fresh Power BI. Maybe the last part, but in depth we are going to see it. So I'll open this. We'll start this exercise. As I told, we cannot complete it before the lunch break. At least we'll start. As usual, Excel workbook. So I opened that Excel workbook. How do we and I select this business transactions? Open business transaction. Let me open it. Now, could you tell me how can I select all the 9 sheets? What's the easiest method to select all the 9 sheets? Shift. But where to make a shift? Where to select it? Somewhere else on the right or middle. Select the customer info. Hold the shift key. Select the region details. Okay. I hope you would have been well versed on this because from yesterday you have used at least 3 or 4 times. I think we are using it for the 6th time. We are downloading the 6th file now. So I think you would have well versed on this. So select all the 9 sheets. Transform data. So click on transform data. Now you are going to help me here. This data is loaded. It's going to be loaded into Power Query. You have to help me here. To clean up your data, to transform your data. Tell me. Let me go to the first file called as customer info. Tell me whether the customer info is clean or there is some problem in this customer info. Clean.
Green. Gray.
Greva.
Sorry. Heading.
Heading is correct. Data type is correct. But I think I told you this in the last session. Sometimes It's not required you have to remove the empty columns. Sometimes it's required you can remove the unwanted columns also. I think last session I told, even specifically I told this example. In customer table, we may have an email ID, mobile number, which is not required for my reporting. We are not going to use that column for a reporting. Why to unnecessarily load it? We have removed the unwanted table also in the last session. Here unwanted columns may be there somewhere sometimes. Why to unnecessarily load it? Loading is okay, but you can load it, nothing harm. It will not throw an error. It will not throw error. But for my better efficiency, I don't want to load the email ID and mobile number. Why to unnecessarily load it and increase your file size? So I don't want the email ID and mobile number. I want to remove that email ID and mobile number. Tell me, how can I remove these two columns? That I told you a best method. To remove the column, the best way to don't right click and remove it. I told you some other method yesterday. Home. Choose columns. Very good. I recommended to go choose column. Don't use remove columns. Choose columns so that suppose I want this column tomorrow, you can enable it at any time. Or unknowingly you remove that column, you can get it back by using the choose column. I recommend not to go for remove columns. I recommend always go for choose columns. And which column we don't want? Email address I don't want, mobile number I don't want. Because why to load it and increases your file size? Not mandatory. It's not mandatory, but it's optional. It's better. Okay. Tell me, second table, employee master. Is it employee master clean? No. There is some problem. Notes and photo path is gray. Choose column, notes and photo path. What about the other things? Birth date, hire date. Do you want it or you don't want it? What can I do? Birth date, hire date may be required. As he has asked, I want to find out the age of the employees. I want to find out the experience of the employees. So that's required. Okay. So we have removed the unwanted columns. Could you help me here? I want the support from your side. For example, we have an employee name. We have the title of courtesy. That is employee name, Mr., Mrs. is available. So I want the Mr. and Mrs. to be prefixed before all the employee names. It has to be combined. Instead of getting Sridharan, Mr. Venugopal and some other, I want to combine, I want to bring a column. Select this column. First select the title because I want title first, then I want the employee name. Don't select the employee name and title. It will be in ulta. Employee name, then you will get the title. I want title first and employee name second. So select the title, select the employee name. I don't want this to be combined in a separate column. I want this to be combined in a same column here. Super. Form, then merge columns. Excellent. Click on merge columns. And what could be the separator? For example, I want a space. And what should be the name of the column? Already the column name is employee name. You cannot give the same name. You give some other, maybe EMP name. I'll put it as EMP name because already the column name is employee name. So you cannot use the same column again. So try to give some other column. Say okay. Yes. Now we got this to be combined. Date I will explain, sir. First we load பண்ணிடுவோம். Date column I will explain. And based on this we can find the age. Remove it or go to the settings and change it. If you don't want it means remove this merge column also. Right. Tell me about geographic data. Is there any problem? I think no problem. Invoice table. No problem. Invoice trans. No problem. Payment record. There is a problem. There is a problem in payment record. Some columns are empty. 4, 5, 6. So better to remove that. Home tab, choose columns, column 4, column 5, column 6. Product categories, I believe it's clear. Product master, clear. Region details, clear. Okay. Can I load this? Done, everyone? Can I load it? Now, when I load this, why I'm saying this before itself is it will happen in a span of second. In micro, it will be done. When I load this, you will get a small information there. Detecting relationship. Power BI will automatically detect the relationship. It automatically connects all the 9 table. If some table is not connected, don't worry, we will connect it. I will tell you how to connect it. First, let me load this. So we have cleaned up all the table. We have transformed all the table, removed the unwanted columns, removed that data. Sorry, we have cleaned up the data. Now we are going to load this. Close and apply. So straight away, I am going to close and apply. So it's loading into Power BI. Now you can see it will load and very fastly with a microsecond, you will get a message here. Detecting relationship. Synchronizing schema. In a microsecond, it will go off. You will see there will be a detect. Yes, detecting relationship. It has gone. Detecting relationship. So it has detected the relationship. This is the power of Power BI. It has automatically created a relationship, automatically connected all the time, most of the time. If it is not connected, there may be a manual mistake. Some heading would have been different, spelling mistake. Then it would have not connected. Let me check whether all the 9 tables are connected or not. First time from yesterday, we are going to click on this third one, model view. So click on this model view. It shows all the table. We call this a spider web view. So you can see, I can see only 4 tables here because there are 9 tables. I'm not able to see all the 9 tables. Compress this because I want to see all the 9 tables. I want more screen space. So I'm collapsing this properties because I don't want the properties now. I collapse these properties and reduce the percentage of my view. Minus, I'm reducing the percentage. Yes. Now almost I can see all the tables here. If you are not able to see that some tables, you can move it and bring it to the empty areas here. So I'm just moving to this empty area. One table is independently. You can see one table, employee master, is not connected. We'll see how to connect it. We'll see why it's not connected. We'll see how to connect it. Before that, let us understand this connection. How it is connected automatically. For example, let me take a table, invoice trans, and which table? Invoice table, or where is that invoice table? Table in there is invoice table. Yes, invoice table and invoice trans. These 2 tables is automatically connected. You can see there is a line penetrating here. It's connected. How it's connected is when I place the cursor on this. Yes. Which 2 column has been connected? Invoice number, invoice number. So my Power BI, what has did is it has automatically set it. It has automatically scanned through all my 9 files. And what's the common column between the 9 files? It has automatically created a relationship. If you are using some other software other than Power BI, you have to do this. When you use SQL, Oracle, or any other things, you have to connect it manually. And it has automatically created a relationship. And you can see it showing some other message here. For example, when I connect this product master and invoice, how this product master and invoice is connected, when I place the cursor, product ID, the common column is connected. And you can see there is showing one message here. One, in product master we have 1, and when I connect it here, it says asterisk. What is that 1 asterisk? We call this as one-to-many relationship. In olden days, we have to find it, whether we have one-to-many, one-to-one, many-to-one. What is one-to-many? One product has many invoices. So, one product is nariya invoice. We have made more invoices for one product. So, it has automatically identified it. It has automatically created a relationship. When you see the table from product master, it's one-to-many.
When I see the table from invoice table, many to one. Many invoices had been made by one product. Both are okay. Both are same. One to many. If you see it from here, it's one to many. If you see it from there, it's many to one. So Power BI has automatically identified. Power BI has automatically connected it. But why the employee master is not connected? The reason is there would have been some mistake. In product employee master, which column should be connected is normally, I think, employee ID. They cannot connect it through a employee name because there may be 2 or 3 employee with the same name also. Most of the time they will connect it with the primary key, which is not repeated. So employee IDs, there in some table there should be some employee ID, but there would have been some spelling mistake or they would have not typed it properly. In some table, you able to find it out in which table there is a employee ID where there is some spelling mistake or some error. Invoice table. Yes, where is that invoice table? Yes, invoice table is here. This invoice table, I think we have some sales representative. They have did this invoices. So in invoice table we have employee ID. There is a problem. So here it's EMP ID. There it's a employee ID. So spelling mistake. Either rename this column in Power Query. If you rename it, it's automatically connected. But I cannot rename it. In original source or table, I cannot rename it. Can I create a connection now? Yes. We can create a connection between this employee and the ID and this employee. Very simple. Click here. I will explain both the method. First method, drag this employee ID and bring it to this employee ID. Don't drag it to employee name. If you drag it to employee name, no worries. We have a second chance also. So let me do this first chance. I am selecting this employee ID and employee ID. Or reverse, it's not required EMP ID to be employee ID. You can connect it here also. This employee ID to this employee. Both are same. Drag it. I selected the right column. Suppose if you have selected the wrong column, we have one more chance here. This dialog box will open. I think just now in the afternoon we have seen this dialog box. While merging the query, the common columns. Same like it shows the common columns here. So we have a second chance. If you are not selected properly here you can select it properly. EMP ID and employee ID. That's it. Save. Now both tables are connected. All the 9 tables was connected here. All the 9 tables. Directly, indirectly. It's not required it has to be connected directly. Indirectly also you can connect it. Employee ID we didn't merge, sir. That's all. Say save. Either click here and drag it like this. That's why if you are wrongly selected some other, then it's giving one more chance for us. So at least you select it here, employee ID, employee. If you are wrongly selected. So we selected right. So just to click on save. It would have created a connection for us. This is one method. One more method, maybe the extension of the earlier method, that's all. Now what will happen? What's the power of why we are connecting it here? For example, now, for an example, let us take, I want to know region name. There are South region, North region, East region. Region name wise, I want to know how many invoices we have made. Each region, how many invoices has made. But region and invoice is not connected. But region detail is connected with geographic data. Geographic data is connected with customer info. Customer info is connected with invoice. Yes, you can create a report. Region wise, what is the count of invoice number? We can create it. So even though it's not connected straight away, you can create a report. That's what we are going to do in the afternoon today. Based on this 9 table, how to create various types of report. Just by creating connection. No formulas, no functions, no lookups. Just we have connected it. Second method, if you are not comfortable with this connection, I think this is very easy, but still if you are not comfortable. For example, I have 20 tables. I want to connect the second table with the 19th table. Second table may be here. 19th table is some other in the right hand side. I have to drag and drop. I am not conversant with using mouse. Do you have any other method? Yes, second method. But do the second method. I will delete that relationship. How to delete it? Right click and go for delete. Because if we create one more relationship, it will throw the error because already it's related. Let me delete the relationship. And I want to create it again. Second method to create a relationship. Home tab. This we would have seen it already. As I told, the extension of the earlier method. Home tab. Manage relationship. Go to Home tab. Manage relationship. Under Manage relationship. New relationship. The screen already we have seen it, right? Merge query. Or a few minutes before only we have seen the screen. Which two tables has to be connected? Employee master. Here, invoice table. Then tell me what could be my next step. Select the employee ID. Employee ID. That's all. Like a merge query. Where we have part number, which is a common column. Select the common. Which two table we have to connect? Which two columns we have to connect? Save. That's all. Now it will create a relationship between the table. Second method to create a relationship. First method I believe it's easier, but if you find the first one is a little bit tougher, you can use the second of the earlier method. That's all. Maybe the second half after this, come back to the report view. We will explore some new visual, and very importantly we have to see about measures and DAX for the first time. We didn't write any formulas and functions in Power BI as of now. Is the DAX required? Where can I use the DAX? Why to use the DAX? We'll see that, and we'll see what are all the other visuals available. Okay. So before that, I think I didn't save this file. Let me save this file. File. Save as. Browse. 06. Business transaction. I love to teach more concepts after this with all your cooperation. Actually, our second half is very short. Only 3 hours in between we have a tea break also. So approximately 2.5 to 2 hours, 40 minutes. So I need your cooperation. If you're coming early, try to cover as much as possible with your support. So yes, go for the lunch break and try to come as soon as possible. Stopping that video.